Ah, oops, I forgot to do this ad break. Sorry if anybody's here. I hope nothing's too loud. I think it's fine. I'm looking at OBS. I will say, things look a little washed out. Oh, do I not have GeForce experience on this? I don't think I do. Is it Alt F3? The NVIDIA shader pack? Let me check. I'm gonna see if I can do this. I don't think it's working. I might not have. I don't think I have it downloaded it. That's probably why it's not working. I don't think I have it downloaded. I don't know if I have to. Okay, it looks like the ads are out. So the confusing thing for me is gonna be yeah, I'm looking at OBS. The confusing thing for me is gonna be turn this up. The confusing thing for me is gonna be having to reach over and press something else to press keys. And not having, because normally I have everything on my numpad, but of course I can't do that now. Because capture card. Yeah, so that won't work. I might want to move my mic too. But at least I might be able to, it might be easier for me to see chat, honestly, like this.
It's been getting quite busy recently.
Where am I gonna put this? We're still in English voiceover, because quite frankly, I don't care that
serves
much.
no purpose whatsoever.
The real question is desk space. Where do I put things? Guess I'll put this here. I gotta be able to whip my mouse around, and I think that requires me to move this stuff a little bit, so I can whip and nay-nay. Remember when that was a thing? Anyway, there's a lot of stuff to do in Genshin while I get stuff set. I'm still amazed that pre-roll is disabled for over an hour just by running 2.5 minute ad break. That's wild to me. But you might be saying, Neon, this is like way later than normal. And I was like, yeah, because I completely forgot. I totally thought today was Friday and it's Thursday. So, oops. Anyway. Let's see these. I think I'll change my comms. I'll cycle between Mondstadt and Liyue, I guess, because I still need to get some Liyue comms for an achievement. But in the meantime, I'll do my Mondstadt comms. Oh, it's so hot. That's the other thing. It is. I am, like, melting. I am just, like, straight melting in here. It's so hot. I think it's gonna rain. It's supposed to rain either tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. Maybe Saturday night. And I am so for it. Now the real question is, I have two characters now that... Oh. I have two characters in my party now that I'm not the biggest fan of the English voices. The real question is, does that mean I should change? Should I switch to another voiceover? Should I sit here and tank my internet while I download the Japanese voiceover? Let's do that. You know what? I'm solidly neutral about a lot of the Japanese voices, and I like Japanese Yanfei. So, look at how fast this goes. Look at how fast this is going. It's not going that fast. I wish my game download went this fast. Maybe it does go this fast. It just doesn't look it because this shows like the individual numbers as megabits as opposed to parts of gigabytes. Oh, I guess they're all megabytes. Megabit is something different. It's like nuclear versus nuclear. Nuclear. Because megabit and megabyte are different. Difference between gigabyte and gigabit. People don't say, oh, you have a single gigabyte internet. People say, whoa, you have gigabit? Because those are different. Now, the real thing is, I can't do anything while this is happening. So you might be thinking to yourself, Neon, you should have done this earlier, or just not done it at all. And to that, I say, yeah, but we've already started it. I'm over the 10th of the way there. Oh, also, hold on for a second. Let me hide Genshin real quick. Let me hide the capture. Because I'm gonna actually Alt-Tab, and I'm gonna... What was my... I had a hotkey for streamer mode for Discord. Do I not have that set up here? It should... I feel like... Excuse me. I feel like this should be something that carries apart. Like, I feel like this should be something that just carries across. Yeah. Keybinds. Gameforce Game Ready drivers. Oh, I can't change my drivers now. Can I search? Where is the... Do I have to add it? Okay, add keybind. Action... For streamer mode. Bruh. Oh, toggle streamer mode. And I'm just gonna make it that, what I had before. Anyway, now I have streamer mode on this too, so you shouldn't get any Discord notifications while I am streaming. You shouldn't hear any of my Discord notifications. You also won't hear any of mine on this other computer because it's already in streamer mode because OBS is running. But look at that. Already 4 gigs. I have found that I have not had a lot of delay with my capture card. I found my capture card to be quite nice, and I'm hoping it stays that way. And also, the alerts are still broken, but because I have divvied things up, for now, throwing system is back on, but the alerts are still broken because I haven't found anything to replace them. Also, I think this is going faster in the background. It could also just be, I think it is, because a watched pot does not boil. Now, if you don't mind me, I'm going to grab my Switch and scroll through my library and not do anything, because I'm not going to start a game. I can play the audio through the mic. Let's see.
Was unconnected to a flame clock. She enlisted a knock-on engineer to make the lens.
Is this exciting?
Live among us.
Among Us?
And after that,
All my seabed screenshots that I took for the videos. Oh yeah, this, Monarch. And my funny Ryuji pictures. Maybe I should post some of them on Twitter. You remember this? Iba, stop! You're violating criminal law entry 195! It's just a 30-second loop of him getting slapped. There wasn't any punchline, it was just him getting slapped. Oh, that sounds really weird on the mic. Oh, my favorite part of Fire Emblem. What is this? I want to see what this is. There's a reason why I saved this. This is probably for a crit at the end by Marianne. There we go. Oh, World's End. I don't know why I saved this. Van! That's a really good screenshot. Van!
Euro, you're being targeted. Move!
Get drawn, Mr. President. Oh, it's almost done.
Euro, are you okay?
Buster Wolf. All these World End Club things. All these World End Club things. I wish I had, it's almost done. I wish I had the Elgato hooked up to the Switch. I'd show you this picture. That was another thing I thought about doing. What if I just played Steam Prison again? The demo for Steam Prison. Just redid all of it from the start, lost all my progress. Got put on the one route because it's the demo. She's in a wedding dress. Blue team wins, and it's a picture of Steven Sands. Good Choco Panda. Do I have that somewhere? I have this. What is this from? Oh, this is probably from Lily of the Valley Resurrection. Oh! Classic. Do I have that somewhere? Good Choco Panda. Is this it? Somewhere in here, I have it. I might have deleted it actually. Good Choco Panda.
チョコパンダ。これを食べたら絶対絶命。ニカレーズッキューン。きたこれ。グーチョコパンダ。上白堂。
There it is. I know I had it somewhere. Anyway. Let me unplug my Switch from the wall. Does not need to be plugged in right now. What? I don't actually. What is? Okay, I'll be honest. I don't like his Japanese voice that much either, but I think that's just because I like the Korean one so much. I don't know. He just sounds really young. Oh, this is the. Oh, I scored a drop? Wait, we got drops right now? We got drops right now. That's crazy. Oh. What's bro going after? Okay, I can put it up with, since I get Yanfei, I can put up with Tignari being like this. Look at him go. The weapon Archon. He's the Noctis Lucis Kylum that I needed and wanted. He's even got chocobo hair. Come on, Sid, it's time to save the day. It's a weapon! He hears everything! He hears everything! Mr. Action Hero. When the Genshin doesn't impact. Oh, it's having an impact, alright, Cacti. The impact is, I didn't take my allergy medicine, and I am low-key dying right now. Also, it's like 90 degrees outside. Imagine having Mika. Imagine having Mika. I don't even... I'll be honest, I forgot he existed until yesterday. I was like, I got Friendship 10 on Yelan, so now I have all my characters at Friendship 10 except Tignari. And then I was like, oh wait, Mika. Hope the allergies calm down soon. Oh, but it's spring. It'll only go down from here. It was really just, I forgot to take him. And then I forgot to take him before the stream started, and now the stream has started, and I refuse to go get them. I tried to get a Dia from Standard, but the glow stick instead I saw you got Aquila. I was trying to think of something funny, but I couldn't think of anything, so I didn't reply to the tweet. Anyway. This is the standard Neon L of... I don't know what's happening on this stream. I thought today was tomorrow, and I don't have anything downloaded, and... Then I got a new weapon, so I ain't mad. Honestly, like, he's pretty good. I will say though, personally, I would still keep him on Skyward, even if I got Aquila, but that's just because 55 free ER is pretty nice. Now I can stop swapping Miss Splitter around. Just put him on Sapwood, easy. Put him on Sapwood. My Ayaka's on Sapwood, I think. Yeah. I run him with Kazuha, so particles go brrr. I mean, I run him with Raiden, so like... Yeah, I guess I really don't need ER on him, but... Like, does he really need 238 ER? Probably not. Especially if I get Zyphos. Zyphos. I don't use Zyphos on Kazuha, if I'm being completely honest. But yeah. Zyphos Kazuha is like for ER. Because how much... Let me check something. You get so much ER if you just stack ER. I'm gonna put... You have 105 ER. And... You give ER. So let's just see how much it increases. Drop 24 wishes on that banner. Isn't it on the banner right now too? Yeah, get baited by Zyphos. Get baited by Zyphos. So Noelle, you have 115 ER. How many do you have from artifacts? You have 5. Yeah, so she got 10 ER from Kuki. Yay. I swear if I get the key... What do you mean? Put the key on Kuki. It's goaded on Kuki. It's so good, actually. If you get the key, just give it to me instead. If you get the key, give it to me. Either there's Zyphos or that lamp. Imagine having a built Kuki. Do you like my 933 ER or EM Kuki? With 4-piece gilded? 65 ER, or EM, 63 EM, and then 3 main stats. She's here to do damage. She's here to trigger reactions. She got up to 1500 ER, or EM, in the new domain. I don't like Bloom. I love Bloom. Bloom is so much fun. It's so much fun because you can slot it into, like, everything. Case in point. Damage go brrr. Hyper Hutao Unga Bunga. What if, but hear me out, Tacti. What if you built Burgeon Unga Bunga? What if you built Hu Tao Burgeon? Right? Imagine. I can see it now. I'm gonna sub in Shengling because she's a pyro polearm. Imagine. Imagine. And then you can just die. Hu Tao Nahida Kasaha Bennett burning. Just build burning on him. Speaking of the Poggers team here, this is so goated. This is such a goated team. Let me go Masanori real quick. This is such a good team. It's so fun. Also, I'm pretty sure she's on Blizzard's chair, so we're gonna have to change that. And she's on Favonius. So just ignore this. Ignore my Favonius Blizzard shared support Ganyu. Ignore that. Yanfei's artifacts are going to be in shambles. Hu Tao Nahida Candice Raiden. Hyper Bloom. Hyper Vape Bloom. Hyper Vape. Well, that doesn't make sense, does it? Bloom Vape? Vape into you? Like bloom into you? And then... Cool. Melt Ganyu with Nahida is so unbelievably cracked. It's so good. Hydro Hu Tao. Hydro Tao. And then... you just use the pyro damage that she gets from her passive, and then... or whatever, and we can go crazy. Burning Wind Ganyu is bonkers. This is like the... Ganyu is like the freest character now. Like... do you want to just like not play the game? Ganyu. Especially like with burning. It's literally just like, hey, do you want to just not play the game? Oh, I'm not even using Nahida's burst either. Okay, yeah. I think I might have a video somewhere. I hit 100k melt or something, but it's such a free team. It's such a free team. Like, you don't even have to worry. Like, what? The previous best one was probably, like... Shotgun Ganyu? Either Shotgun Ganyu, or you were running, like... Kazuka? Hello, Moon. I almost said coffee. Enka theme slaps? Is there a new Enka one? Don't mind me forgetting Enka exists. Enka is nice. I logged in and went there like a couple streams ago to wander around for like 2 minutes, and then I was like, I'm out of here. What are you gonna do? Like Kazuka? Move over, Kazuka. You're irrelevant. The Enka battle theme? It's so good. How are you, Moon? Or maybe I should call you Coffee. I feel like I should call you Coffee, because I know another Moon, and I feel like that might get confusing. I listened to it again while working earlier. Are you going to use it in a video? Are these insider details? Let's put this team back together. I think it's this team. Actually, no, it's not this team. She's on, like, Ultra Nuke. She's on Nuke team right now. Anyway, I'm not using this team, so who cares? I'm doing comms. This is day 2 of testing. This is day 2 of Neon figuring out how he wants to run his stream, because he's making drastic changes for no reason. I already used it in a vid I scheduled an hour ago. Dun dun dun! Funny you should mention that you used it in a vid you already scheduled today, Tacti, because I actually didn't use it in a video that I didn't schedule as well. Funny how that happens. This is when I miss having Yelan. There you go. Ayato Wintern KO is so good. You thought Ayamiya was strong? Does this mean? Does this mean? Well, the funny thing about that, Tacti, is I actually, no matter how strong it is, I'm still gonna use Ayamiya. I'm still gonna use Ayamiya, because if I use Ayato 1-turn KO. Ayato's the Hydro in that team. And I already have a Hydro character I want to use. Ayato Mona Yoimiya? Maybe I'll have to swap out Ayato for just a separate character and watch as the team comp doesn't actually work. I'm still gonna use Ayamiya though, because I use Mirror Maid in Ayamiya. Where I just don't use Ayaka at all. It's a Gafya Mia.
根こそぎにしてあげる。ここだよ。風だ。
I heard they're releasing 10 cards next patch. Wow. Great.
や、音が聞こえる。
The Archons and Hu Tao included. Wow, we're gonna get a... Wait, they already have a Bennett card. What are you talking about? There's no way that's true. We already have Bennett. Get better leaks. Ha, got him. Funny joke. Please laugh. I can't wait for Hu Tao to be so super good. And then they're gonna be like, how do we translate this into the card game? TCG patch incoming.
星とし無事今日の
I'm still upset about like
星と深淵
how they really were just like, hey, Eula, she exists. They transferred all of her weaknesses into the card game perfectly. And also like did not include any of the things that make her strong. Like multi-target. Yay. Because who uses Eula in single target? Nobody. I guess some people do. The whole point of Eula is multi-target, because you can just go, haha, wave clear. Eula's so good though. But here's the thing, Tacti. She exists well in the sense of like, she goes. But she doesn't go, nuke, like Snow White. Or like Maxwell. It's consistent. It is consistent, which makes it actually awful for Eula. Because if there's one thing Eula isn't, it's consistent. I'll show you. I'll show you. I'll show you the most inconsistent Eula I possibly can. Ah, that looks better. Eula's the RNG queen? Yeah. My 39, 329 Eula. Love that. Love that. I love crit fishing. Too much crit rate. Honestly, too much crit rate. I can probably lower it. There we go. Now it's only like 35. I could make it lower. I could make it way lower if I lost Pale Flame. If I went for 2-piece Bloodstained, I could probably make it a lot lower. I don't know where my... Well, actually, probably not, because my only Bloodstained physical is a crit rate one. I don't think I have a Sans, but I do have this Feather. 32, 315, there we go. I think that's the lowest I can get. 5-piece Pale Flame. I could run 5-piece Pale Flame. Let's see what that would look like. If we're going crit fish 5-piece Pale Flame, we'd end up with something like... this. 45, 300 with 2300 attack. And 25 physical damage bonus. 5% crit rate, 400% crit damage. If we ignore set effects, I could probably get something really stupid. If we just go pure crit damage, we could probably get something really dumb. I'm just gonna click on whatever the top thing is. What would this look like? Eula holding the world record nuke doesn't even shock me. I mean, it really doesn't. There we go, 19,360. We edge closer and closer. Mrs. Worldwide. I mean, but like straight up, like, look at this. 725% base damage, 100, basically 150 per stack, up to 30 stacks. Those are your highest CD pieces? I think so. I have tons of heavily skewed crit pieces. I have like no crit rate. That's why I always look for crit rate weapons, because they don't exist. I have no crit rate substats. It's just not a thing I have. This was unofficial as well. And then you had this. And then I'm just gonna go for like my actual build. Just change this back. Actually, no, I like this more because I use Serpent Spine. But I guess I'm not using Serpent Spine, so I should use this instead. The Dea Claymore is so good. It really is. I tried to get it, and then I didn't get it, and I was sad. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. 133 ER. Good base attack. Anyway. Anyway. First, I need to go fight Chicken. You tried and got the paddle? Hey, same thing happened to me. I tried and I got my paddle. So now, you've got a canoe, and or I guess you've got a kayak, and I've got a canoe. I got paddle and Homa now? Yeah. Yeah. Now you can swap. If you ever get, like, you can just stack crit damage now. Both who'd have best in slot, exactly. Pay no attention to the fact that Yunjin has Scarlet Sands right now. It's because I'm pretty sure that Xiangling has Favonius Lance. She does. Cool. Tippy Canoe and Tyler too? I was halfway through saying that, and then I was like, Tacti probably won't understand what that means. I was going through, and then I was like, I don't think he'll understand. You wrote number 143 today? Wow. What's your ratio at now? Did I ever show you the picture I saw of somebody's Tutao? I know there's the number 1 ranked Tutao, which is just crazy because they're not even using Homa. 86, 217. Nice. I'm wasting all of Xingqiu's energy right now. It's okay. It's okay. He doesn't need it. Number 1 Homa is nuts, but C6 I think. I know there's a number 1... last time I checked at least, there's a number 1 Dragon Spain that had just an absurd crit ratio, and also had like 250 EM, and I was just like, bruh. It's just like, bruh. Leaderboard is under maintenance right now. They added some new characters, didn't they? They added some new things. There's different categories for each weapon in Team Comp. Yeah, I saw. That was because previously it was all like one thing, and then it was applied stats. I know they changed how they did rankings because it was kind of like a thing where it just valued crit stacking and not like stats, which was very strange. They're filtering by set now too. Yeah, I saw because the number 1 Eula was a 5 random piece thing that just stacked crit damage and crit rate, and then just like ignored everything else. And so they had an absurd ratio, but then they had like 1500 attack, and I was just like, okay. Okay. Anyway, you. I never looked at these icons so closely before. One day I'll break top 100. One day you will, Tacti. Because you can strongbox your artifacts. If you just keep grinding. I almost did before I logged off today. Did you almost strongbox? Why did I come over here? Also, drops are on. If you weren't aware, I missed a crit rate roll. Oh no. That's painful. Drops are on, by the way. So if your Twitch account is linked to your Genshin account, or your MiHoYo account, or your HoYoLab account, or whatever they call it, you can get stuff. And at the end, I think it's like 20 primos or something. But you get, I don't think I've claimed them yet. But you get like 20,000 Mora, like 4 enhancement ore, 4 unctions, and some other stuff. And then the end is primos. So if I hit the roll, it would have been 84, 225. Ooh. I don't know. Honestly, I don't have a I don't have any competitive characters. Would have gotten 1.8 crit rate plus 7.8 damage. Artifacts that get super close and then don't are really painful. Case in point, where are you? Don't you have a really gross, disgusting artifact? Touching this one. Is it this one? No. Is it this one? Something in here disgusts me with what it rolled. I actually might have trashed it. I might have actually gotten rid of it because it upset me so much. I think it was a Thundering Fury piece. I think I got rid of it. Oh yeah, I 100% got rid of it. No, this is it. This is it. My margins between the tops are so slim though. I mean, yeah, you're at the point where it's tiny little optimizations. This upsets me. It's still like 36 crit value, but it also has 21 defense percent, and it just upsets me. That piece. Why? Yeah, exactly. Look at how well everything else rolled. They got like 2 other max rolls. Shouldn't exist. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I have a lot of funny pieces that make me laugh, like this one. I just YOLO rolled it. I think it was just HP, crit rate, and energy recharge, and I rolled it for Kooky. And I just like rolled it straight to 20 right off the bat just to see what happened, and it just rolled all in the crit damage, and I was like, bruh. I was just like, bruh, this isn't what I wanted. Although I have gotten pretty lucky on crit rate. I got this, like, tons of attack percent, which is useful for Redhorn, I guess. But, Noelle got this Hogger's crit rate thing, because she has no crit rate. It doesn't exist for her. And the only thing I would have taken over it would have been having this not roll into defense and having it roll into crit rate instead. But that's just because she has no crit rate. It doesn't exist for her. She can't crit to save her life. My best offset Pyro Goblet is like 3.9, 34.5. My best Pyro Goblet's very balanced. I think it's the one Yanfei has. Yeah. It's 11 and 14. It's very balanced. It was just like, here we are, solidly normal. Give. It's so balanced and nice, and it's got... Literally the only bad thing is the flat attack. I can't give it to you. How else will my Yanfei maintain her 68-200 crit ratio? Oh, except she doesn't have it right now because she doesn't have her artifacts. How else will she maintain her Poggers thing? Also, just don't look at my Wanderer's pieces. Just ignore them. Getting an onset goblet is impossible. It really is. Let's go through goblets. What goblets do I have that are on set that I like? This. I have this. And this for EM. And I guess this for HP. But this doesn't count. It's HP. This doesn't count. I've got this. 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 And I think that's it. Oh, I have this, I guess. None of them are terribly good. I saw someone in the subreddit with a 50 CV on Onset Crimson Witch with HP and EM, both max rolls. You've just got to grind harder, Tacti. You've got to grind harder. Also, I've fully given up getting rewards in Windcraft. I I stopped playing for like half a day, and I've given up on finishing the event. I'm just not gonna do it. I got my one boots. I got my legendary boots that I wanted because they had a funny name, and I think I'm done. I think I'm done. I might try and grind up to get the necklace because I got one of the enhancement materials for it, but I think I'm done. I kind of hate the event. I kind of hate the claim to heroism. It's just not a fun event for me. Because which game? Winecraft. It's a Minecraft server. It's like World of Warcraft or like RuneScape or like Final Fantasy 14, but it's free and you don't have to pay for it. Never heard of it. Legit, I think I've only ever seen, aside from like Winecraft like content creators, I think I've only ever seen one other person play it, and that's Echo. I'm a pleb. I used to play tons of Winecraft. I played like almost every day for 2 years, and then I just like didn't play for like 5 years. I play Winecraft. Hello, Mellow, Maki. We love to see it. I started playing it like last week, and it got me. I've spent like several days just farming. I play Hypixel Skyblock a lot more now. That's the other one I've heard a lot of people compare about. Between Genshin and Apex, you think I play anything else? Well, considering you're like rank grinding in Apex, no, I don't think you play anything else. Well, no, you play Code Vein and God Eater. No, Winecraft is great. It's such a good time suck. I was motivated after I accidentally deleted my horse and I had to farm up for a new one. Also, base Kutching player, I saw that skin. It's so nice. I stopped rank grinding last season. You gotta rank grind more. You gotta rank grind more. I'm slowly trying to get 4-piece Thundering Fury for her. But the problem is, all of my Thundering Fury pieces are awful. Like, they're so bad. Like, they're so bad. Ranked is trash. Good job, you deserve this. Thank you for the follow. Look at this. It's awful. It's awful. Although, I could be really funny. And I can give her... Where is it? I can give her this to be funny. And then switch this to attack. But it's so bad. She does no damage when I'm on this set. It really makes me sad. I just wanna use Kutching. I ain't dealing with that 180 milliseconds. The matchmaking system keeps putting me against predators and silver lobby. See, but Tacti, if you stream it, you can be like, it's the ping, it's the ping. It's the ping, and it'll actually be the ping. It's not like when I blame ping and it's not the ping. It's definitely not. But I can still blame it on the ping. You have an actual reason to blame it with ping. It is the ping. Exactly. You have a legitimate excuse. I don't. Do you see my ping in Genshin right now? Whenever I die in Apex, I just blame the terrain as stupid. That's me playing Valorant. I'm just like, oh, I didn't know he was there. Also, I don't play Valorant correctly. I just run around. I refuse to walk. I was healing in a building, both doors closed earlier, and I died to bullets because my mom was... Oh, that's really funny. That sucks, but that's really funny. You were clipping through the wall? Oh no. Or was it because you were lagging? Was it like a rubber banding thing? Because like it was still registering as being outside. I was gonna do something this stream. No, not even clipping? Oh, okay, cool. Cool, so like Rainbow Six. I remember that one time I was playing in a master lobby, but after that game I got bronze. Oh no. I'm doing this. This is what we're doing. And we're putting together a team of characters that I want to listen to. And that team of characters I want to listen to is this team. Because I want to listen to Yanfei. Even though I know she's not going to talk. I still want to listen to her. The server hadn't registered me being inside yet? Oh no. I probably should play Apex and not Val, because Val you need to be good at shooting and I'm not good at shooting. But the problem with Apex is everyone moves around too fast. Everyone's too fast in Apex. I don't FPS. It's not a thing I can do. I'm like solidly okay at it. I see you like vaping. Vape Nation? It's healthier than smoking. Yeah, sure. Sure it is. Sure it is. Just play Neon and Valorant so you can play Apex and Valorant. Funny you should say that. I've actually thought about, like unlocking Neon when I get my free contract. Just play in my servers and blame the ping. I'll just queue up with duos with you. Wait, do they have duos in Apex? It's usually like 3-man squads, right? I can just queue up in matchmaking with you and be like, it's the ping, guys, and then we can both blame the ping. Duos exist? Oh, great. Great. Then we can both be bad together, and we won't have to worry about somebody else having to carry us. We're... Duos and trios are both a thing. Is it like an Oceania thing? Because I know in Fortnite, past 8 p.m. they shut down duos and they only let you play singles and squads. Play Apex with me? I might. I have enough storage space now to play Apex. Wait, is this a combat event? Please tell me this is a combat event. 3 months ago, my Apex duo passed away 3 months ago. Kind of miss her, still do. Duos is 24/7. It is a combat event? I like that we had such a big jump in that. We had such a big jump in that conversation. We went from... Yeah, my condolences. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about that. But I was just I was reading through chat and I was like, man, we just made a huge leap. We went from play Apex with me, my duos partner died. Duos is 24/7. It's a combat event. That's some whiplash. I'm ignoring everything she's saying. Don't be sorry. She would hate me if I became sad. That's the right way to think about it. That's the right way to think about it. You can be sad a little bit. And then after that, it's kind of like, you can't be sad forever. Twitch chat be doing roller coasters 48.5. 3 consecutive challenges. Defeat opponents, accrue points. Different effect. Oh, I think I vaguely remember this. Wait, what happened to my audio? Why is there no audio? Wait, non-combat events? Whatever events we got recently. You don't like the new events? I love combat events. I love combat events. But that's because okay, hold on. Okay, I don't... Okay. Okay. I don't know why the audio died. So what are we doing? Okay, I think I know what I want to do for this. I think I know what the play here is. Actually... This is the Nilo event, like 100%. Oh, you got it mixed up? I'll be honest, they have not been amazing. They have not been amazing ooh, we got Al Haytham. They have not been amazing. Spices to the West was okay. Well, it wasn't okay. It was seriously like, oh, I guess this exists. But, they have not been amazing. The best combat event we got before, 1.3, was the event with triple Kenki. The score one? That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. I hated it because I didn't have good characters. But it was cool that you got to manipulate so many things, so I could still at least get like a decent score by choosing specific things I wanted to boost, and then keeping other things weak. That was nice. The Fungus Mechanici was not good. I did not like that. The players kept on saying it's too hard. It's only hard if you were trying to get like... I think the only thing that was hard about it is getting the name card. I think that's the only... I think that's like one of the event things I don't have, because I wasn't able to get a high enough score. But all the rewards, like the primos and everything, were super easy to get. And that's coming from somebody who started playing in 1.2. So... It actually, that I might have started playing in 1.3. That might have been the first real event I participated in. Anyway, the team we're gonna go for is this team, because it's the team where you shut off your brain. You just shut off your brain and you go, haha, click button. Oh, I didn't assign any buffs, did I? Oh no, automatically assigned.
全部丸見えね。私のお家にいる。
Oh, nobody got sucked.
渚のリン、開い。あれ狂いなさい。手をつなぎましょう。
風よ。
やっ、へい。ご安心を。
そう。
ふふ。はっ。知識はあなたにも。
マイ。
覚えたわよ。
Oh, I forgot to burst, so there's no Karage.
邪魔をするな。
Oh, still on cooldown.
これこそが知恵の伝。
Autopiloting too much. Although I wish this was Ruin enemies instead. I like Ruin enemy events because it means I get to use
海のちぎりよ。
it means I get to use rational and just go haha. Haha.
マイ。
痛くしちゃうかも。
They have like no health.
私のお家にいる。
Isn't the game audio too loud? Is it too loud? I balanced it earlier.
手をつなぎましょう。
I don't know if that pauses the timer. Who cares?
風。
A bit, yeah? Okay, I'll change it afterwards.
せい。有効。
Oh yeah, I see it. What happened to that? I see it in OBS. Did it change after I had to reconnect Elgato?
渚のリン。
Why would you do this to me, Elgato?
ソーランド行こう。
風よ。そこだ。マイ。
はびこりなさい。知識
Oh, that's not what I
は
wanted
あ
to
なた
do.
にも。おとなしくしな。
Wait, hold on. Let me check something. Did Genshin's audio levels reset? Oh, aha. There we go. What about, let's see. Oh, is that? I don't know. Oh, I wonder what plat is then. Oh, these aren't one after the other. Oh, I thought these were like consecutive. Oh, I would have chosen different characters then. Okay, this is what I get for not paying attention. Well, you know what? Let's just do this. I said I wanted to use Yanfei, right? The hell event. On a side note,
みんながそばにかかれ。どの目が出るかしら。歌よ錦となれ。さい。雨描きがて。短所鉄拳。や。
I'm really gonna have to rely on Xingqiu and Yelan to get rid of these slimes.
くらえ。や。よ。ほれ。捕まえた。糸よ。工作せ。
Why you gotta stream so late? Because I thought that today was tomorrow. And then I was like, well, I probably should still stream, but I thought today was tomorrow.
全力攻撃。熱演。イン。や。よ。さあ。くらえ。そこだ。
I know it's late. I feel like I don't ever catch full streams. Actually, that's because we live in like the worst possible time zones for this. Like the actual worst. It's not even like offset times. It's straight up just like you and Tofu. Your time zones. They just don't. But this, I feel like, is also a consequence of Neon deciding that he was going to start streaming by streaming at like 2:30 when nobody in EST is streaming because they're like, actually doing things,
トンそこだ
and I just refuse to stream at night.
それ
Except for like right now, even though it's not night, it's afternoon. It's evening.
攻撃左右ルコさいこの件は分かる
Something
か
about chat messages.
痛がっちゃいないどの目が
Message above. It's hard for them because they're using non-meta characters that have minimum investment. That is also it. I saw a really good post talking about how being like, just use who you want. It's like, yeah, use who you want, but you can't just slap any old characters together. Yeah, they just take a lot more investment. Like the Amber one that I saw in When It. I used Hu Tao because I'm a shrimp. I just like clearing. I use meta characters because I like clearing things as fast as possible. Now that, since I know that these are all separate, I have no... Not gonna do that. Not gonna do that. I also don't think you have artifacts either. Can I just leave? Okay, we're just gonna have to redo this. The game is still way too loud. Really? Okay, I'm just gonna crank it down then in OBS. There we go. I'll turn it up for my own thing so I can hear it. Okay, so... Treasure hoarders, huh? And with that, I go to sleep. Alright, Tacti. Treasure hoarders, huh? Well, it wasn't... It was Eremites. I think Hyper Raiden is the play. I think Hyper Raiden is the play. Yeah. I'm just worried because they're small enemies, so using Rational is just going to send them everywhere with Overload, and that's not going to be fun. With that being said... How do I want to deal with the first chamber with the slimes? Or I guess the second one with the slimes. Here's what we do. Here's what we do. You can use Raiden, Xingqiu, Bennett, Kasa, which is another version of Rational. I could. But I'm very inflexible with my team comps. Actually, you know what I probably should be doing for this one? I could just use Eula. That's a valid strategy as well. But instead, I'm going to try and do something funny. And I think that funny thing is... I don't even remember what team I was thinking of. I could use Noelle, actually. You know what? Let's use Noelle. Let's use Noelle. I want to use Noelle. We're using Noelle. Before I do that, let me also exit out real quick. The pains of not having two Favonius Warbows. Maybe I can't use Noelle. I could use Eula. I was thinking of something. I was going to use Freeze. Oh, I was going to use Freeze anyway. Yeah, I was going to use Freeze anyway. Cool. And... one day I'll get another Fav. But until then, I guess I'll just sit here and go... Let's do this. This isn't a questionable decision at all. Unless the game is too quiet now, because I really cranked it down. Bam, bam, bam. Bam. Game's not quiet, it's fine? Okay. Okay. I should probably also, real quick, do this. What time is it for me? It's almost 7. Nice. I said it was afternoon. It's really not. It's the evening. This is the evening. They're all gonna die before I'm able to do anything about it, though. Ah! Did you see the final trailer? I didn't. I saw you sent me the trailer on Discord. I have not watched it yet, though. You sent it to me, and I was like, what is this from? And I was like, oh, it's Kawa. And I was like, also Kawa, it's like 2 a.m. So,
部外者禁止眼王帝君のた踊りなさい神里流と
oh, love auto targeting.
一緒に遊ぼうよ運命の
I feel like this isn't going as well as the previous one, but you know,
なんて思わないでよね
運命には逆らいません
そう関係
it's 3 a.m. in the morning. Oh, none of those proc Pavonis. Okay, I see how it is.
風だ
瑠璃のように落ちなさい
Oh,
運命が
alright, buddy.
水面に映るので
I am feeling some keyboard stuff of like things not switching when I want them to
一
switch.
緒に遊ぼうよ
But that's a John. And as the man, the myth, the legend himself, Reggie Philosophy, no John.
ここだよ
Please switch. No
な
Johns.
んて思わないでよね
これが運命です
部外者禁止眼王帝君のた
Yeah, I think I'm 100% doing worse.
足元に気をつけて
I really should have just stacked ER and Venti. Probably would have been a smart thing to do.
関係者
風だ
I'm gonna end up with like
運命が
踊りなさい神里流
slightly lower score than before.
運命よここにいでよ
200 points less.
走るより飛ぶ方が早いよ
But who cares? Let's use Noelle for this team. This stage. Goro, and Noelle. There we go.
死の風格に気をつけます
I didn't miss the stack, but who cares?
一個先
Oh, did I? Oh, I didn't switch her weapon. Oops. She's still using
助けが必要
Staff of Scarlet Sands, a weapon that does not benefit her in any way. It literally does nothing for
礼
her.
儀に気をつけます
I knew this was the right choice.
命に答えよ断罪のな綺麗にし
Oh,
な
that
さい
didn't hit
と
nobody
死
either.
の風格に気を影のカラス
And then back over here. And back over here. And then 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 back over here.
気をつけます姿を見これで間に
This might not be as fast, but it feels nice to play.
死の風格に気をつけます夜の剣一個先
Yeah, it feels very nice to play.
戦場のお掃除の時間ですねえに答えよやるよ
お嬢様のお
メイドの礼儀に気をつけます任せてください
Ooh. I was trying to get that last Sama churl. And then this one, we're just gonna go for bam, 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 bam. I'm just gonna hope I have enough ER. And also that... Oh, it is treasure hoarders. It's some treasure hoarders and some eremites. I'm just gonna hope that they don't get sent like 50 miles away. As they are often wont to do.
浄土を開墾せし
Where are they gonna spawn in?
無我の境地
Oh, what am I talking about? It's tiny enemies. We're gonna be fine with ER.
来戦そこだ
Oh,
千
Hold
な
on.
る来航ここより弱滅の時はっはっはっふっふっ
I'm really overestimating how far he can suck in enemies.
浄土を開墾せし稲光すなわち永遠なり風よもみちよしみんながそばに来戦よ写真を起こせ
And then I just gotta run around until I can...
天なる来光ここより弱滅の時やっ風よ写真を起こせ逃げ道はある
Cycling, 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 cycling.
イカズチに稲光すなわち永遠なり久々の獲物だ風よ風のみんなは俺が守れ油断ならぬ戦況だそこだ天なる来光無我の境地
Okay, we got above 15. So, that's what I was aiming for. I saw it and I was like, please let me get above 15. There we go. It really came together on the last one. I need to watch the Tears of the Kingdom trailer, though. Both the second and third. Well, I think I might have seen the second one. Oh, 90. I guess it's only 4 days. This is actually kind of short, but I guess it's spaced out by 2 days. Interesting. I love how Japanese devs are just now realizing that Western game journalists are bad at playing games, hence why their games don't sell. What are you talking about? The Cuphead game journalists were perfectly skilled gamers. My man doesn't know how to press 2 buttons at once. That's what they did with the second Mario, didn't they? It was just a different game. Definitely. Exactly. Oh, 12 star. Well, I can't do this until Abyss resets. If I use 30 resin, I'll be down to 60. That's a nice even number. I will use the Raiden to defeat the Raiden. This can't go horribly at all. I want to use Yanfei proceeds to not use Yanfei. It's hard to press 2 buttons when you're holding a quarter-pounder burger in freedom with your hands. Obviously. No, the burger goes in your mouth. You hold the burger with your teeth. And then you whip your head back when you want to take a bite. I'm sure this can't go horribly wrong at all. There's no way this will have disastrous consequences. Excuse me, that was very rude of you. It's not like she has electro resistance at all or anything, right? Oh, this one. No. Too slow. You're too slow. Alright. Alright, ma'am. Time to refunnel my energy. Alright, it's time for Bennett's time. It's Bennett's day. I guess Kazuha too. But mainly Bennett's day. Well, that was very rude of you. Oh, too slow. Too late. What's she gonna do now? Oh, it's time for this. Alright, Bennett. Oh, well. Okay. Oh, the hand, really? The hand is annoying. Because I feel like I'm close enough, and then the hand is like, nah fam. Get back over here. Is it time for our little things on the floor? Yep. Okay, well. I like how this, like, in the Raiden Shogun training, like, did not help me fight against her at all. Having to do this in the story quest did not help me in any way, shape, or form. I forgot how it is to be living in Freedom Country. Bam! Oh, that wasn't actually. Oh, it didn't crit. That wasn't a crit, right? If it was a crit, I'm gonna be very disappointed. That wasn't a crit, right? That was a small number. It didn't crit? Okay, well. Okay. I see how this game. I see how it is game. Anyway, now I have 60 resin. Which means, I can run this bad boy 3 times. Let's do it. Let's do it. And then I can make 2 more pulls for Nilo and then not get anything. I feel like this is a real Nilo stage. That domain is yikes. I feel like it's a real Nilo one. Hyperbloom is fine, but it's the waves. I wonder if I'd be able to use Raiden. Can I Raiden? Can I just like Sara kill the Metaturals and then just go ham on Raiden's burst? Is that gonna work? I have no idea. Time to find out. I mean, you just run pure Animo. I do have Farazan. I need energy. Give energy, please. Thank you. Gritsuha is fun. I have no good Animo crit pieces. But I will take your word for it. Actually, no, I won't just take your word for it. I saw somebody do a domain in co-op once with Crit Kazuha. It was pretty cool. Okay, they spaced out too much. It was not enough. However, I am confident in the rest of the characters being able to pick up the slack. I'll have to try out this domain again with full energy from the start. What'll probably end up happening is the exact same thing that just happened, where I will be able to defeat one of them but not the other. Or I could just run Hyperbloom. Or I could run Hyperbloom Eula. I could probably run Hyperbloom Eula with Kale. That would probably work better than Nahida. Oops. Slam this down, slam this down, slam this down. Slam this down, and then... Ooh, so close. What meta build? Off meta builds. Off meta builds. You mean like Shatter Eula? Shatter Eula is great. I love EM stacking on Eula. It's so much fun. Yeah, this, and then 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 hopefully I'm close enough to wing both of them. I don't think it crit on this one. It did not hit the other one at all. Oh, well. Oh, he's almost dead. Well, that's the last of my resin, so... Gritsuha. That's Kaza has C6. The sword you get from the story, NC0. Tokubo! I mean, realistically, what do you need to build Grit Kaza? The same thing that you need on any other character, right? Level his talents instead of using them. 63-140 ratio. Bro, 63-140 ratio is a whale ratio. All my characters would be whale characters. Tokubo's... Oh, not Tokubo. Kagatsurabe Ishin. Guess you're a whale now. I guess I am a whale now. I mean, I'm clear... I mean, look at this. This is actually... Look at this crit ratio. With the catch, it's 64-155. This is the argument against not being a whale. But, you know, that's another story. That's another story. So now I just need to use 20 more resin to do my dailies. And then... You know what? We're gonna go take Kaching out for a walk because... Whatever team she is. Kachow. Because... When else am I gonna use her if I don't use her for my... bounties? When else am I gonna use Kaching, huh? I'll tell you when. Pretty much never. She comes out once a week to do... Oh, well, she almost died. She comes out once a week to do bounties, and then I go... You're not... You're in a weird midpoint. Oh, gross. I can't wait to get stuff in other places. I showed them a comparison of what a C6R5 Kazuha looks like. You're a whale, you're doing so much damage. An R5 Kazuha. Freedom Sword wouldn't even do anything for Kazuha. For, like, DPS. It's not gonna help him. I mean, I guess it'll help him a little bit, I guess. Millennial movement. I don't know. No, I hate actual, like, whale show- I hate either actual whale showcases or people who are clearly, like, leveraging something, like... And this is my Genshin hot take, which isn't a hot take at all. But in regards to Al-Haytham, I think he's a good character. I think he's strong. I think that he's strong because he is Dendro. I think that's a veritable... Oh, she's still using this. I think that's a veritable fact, that he is strong because he is Dendro. Why am I in combat? He's leveraging a very strong reaction. He has good multipliers, and he's a good element, and he can do a lot of damage because of it. I like catching. Do you like catching? He is strong because he has big muscles. I like catching. I don't like that her charge attack is 25 stamina and that she takes a step back every time. I don't like that. But I like catching. She's a character that I want to use more. But I feel like I should get better gear for her, and then I just don't use her. Well, it's more just a relative scale thing. I haven't spent as much time building Kaching as I have other characters. So by comparison, because I'm someone who wants to finish things very quickly, I just go, this is taking slightly longer. Use Kaching. I've made Kaching since 1.3. When did I get Kaching? The character archive is going to tell me, but I'm going to try and think about it anyway. Okay, I'm not going to look at Cleared Abyss since 1.3 as well. I'm not going to look at Caps Lock off. I'm not going to look at when I got Kaching. I am going to look at what other characters are in the game, so I can try and figure out what happened. I think it was Yolan's first banner. I think that's when I got Kaching. So I think I lost the 50-50. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I lost the 50-50 on Yulan, and then I didn't pull until Nahida. Yeah, that's what happened. I'm pretty sure, anyway. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. It was, Eula's rerun. It was Shadows Amid Snowstorms. Because I remember, I opened up the... That's not the right button. I opened up the wish menu, and I said, we're gonna wish an Albedo first, because we're on 50-50, and we're gonna see what happens. And if we get him, we get him. If not, we're going straight to Eula. And I got Kaching. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I don't remember. A huge whale and do whale showcases, but I also highlight what each constellations do. See, that's the thing. I dislike the ones where people just go, wow, look at this go. Or when they frame things as being like, this character is so strong. Meanwhile, they're C6. And I was like, I guess. I saw one on Eula mains that kind of annoyed me. Because they were like, we gotta figure out creative things to do with Eula. And I was just like, bruh, they were defeating the new Lecter thing. And they did it in like 10 seconds. And they were like, we gotta figure out our own creative ways to do it. And they literally hit like 2 E's a Q, and then they hit like 4 normal attacks a hold E, and then they just sat there and it died. And I was like, okay, cool. Cool. You're telling me that a C6 Eula with at least an R1 Pines can nuke an overworld boss? Wow. Eula mains are unmasked. We are. It's the only thing we have left. We have nothing else. There was the other one. It was like I think was it Pyrocube, the Pyrocube speedrun for the event. I don't think that might have actually been a C6 Eula. But I felt pretty bad about that. Because they're only physical damage dealers. They're the only physical damage dealers that actually matter. And we've only got... If you think about the other physical characters, we've got 2. Because we have half a physical character in Rosaria, half a physical character in Kaching, half a physical character in Zhongli, and half a physical character in Razor. We have 2? Yeah, we have 4 half physical characters that combine to make 2 full physical characters. Although I don't know who's building, like, auto attack Rosaria. If you are, good for you. We forgot Xinyan. Is she physical? I guess she is physical. I guess she is physical. I guess she is. I guess she is. She just has weird scaling. And honestly, people say she has weird scaling. It's just because of the shield. Just ignore the shield. Just completely ignore her shield. It's not important. Easy. Quad scaling. Oh, Xinyan. I saw a really cool... Speaking of C6 Eulas, I saw a really cool Eula Abyss speedrun a while back that used Bennett, Xinyan, Fischl, and Eula. It was the Mirror Maiden Abyss. The Mirror Maiden Season Mage one. And it started off where they hit Q to Oz just to zoom up. They hit the Bennett Q. Then they hit... They might have hit a Eula E. But they did a quick swap from Xinyan Burst into Eula Burst. It did one holdy and then swapped off. And everything died. And I was like, oh, cool. Cool. Oh, I'm gonna try... You know what? Let's try something really cursed. I just had an idea. I have an idea for something. I need to check something first, though. Where are you? Firework Girl. What is this scale off of? Okay. Xinyan can strip off physical res, that's why she's decent. Yeah. She also is one of 3 sources of defense shred. You shred defense? You shred defense? No. Right? Because she's one of 3 characters that can shred defense, and one of 2 characters that can do it without... Well, actually, does she need cons to do it? Oh no, she doesn't shred. Wait, does she? Oh yeah, it's increased physical damage. I thought she shred. Does she not shred defense? I thought she shredded defense. Does that mean there's only 2 characters in this game that like straight up shred defense? Okay. She has Fizz Shred here and then Fizz buffs here. Okay, and I know Lisa has 15 Def Shred, and the only other one is Nahida C2, right? With the 30% Shred here. Those are the only 2 instances of Defense Shred. Does this count as Defense Shred? I don't think this counts as Defense Shred.
無駄な時間を過ごしてると
Let's do something cool. Let's build Yoimiya the way she was always meant to be built. Let's build Yoimiya the way that she was meant to be. Also, this, I hate this. I hate what this is. Let's take this. This is gonna ruin so many things. I'm gonna mess so much stuff up. It says ignores, not shreds. Exactly. It's not shred, it's just ignoring. It's bypassing. Take this. And, take this. And, take this. And, just, take this. And, take this. And, I'm just gonna do this real quick. And, just gonna do this. And, just gonna do this. Take this. And, do this. Wow. I think we're ready.
仕事が終わらない
I think we're ready. Bam, 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 bam. And then... I don't know. Bam, 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 bam. Who cares? Aha. All right, let's get this started. Aha! Behold! Oh wait, no, this isn't the team comp. Wait a second. Wait for now. This isn't the team comp. Hold on. That's not what I wanted to do. I forgot something very important. It's supposed to be... I'm gonna put Yoimiya in slot 3. It's supposed to be this. This is what it's supposed to be. And then, let's do this because it's funny. Let's do that because it's funny. And also, that should do relatively good. Here it is, the funny team. Behold! Fireworks Yulo when you don't have a C6 Bennett. What is this? Easy. Eula has shield breaking problems? Easy. You can break all the shields if you just have all the elements. Oh, I got hit by that. Alright. And now I used Yoimiya's awful pyro application due to her internal cooldowns. We get Fischl in here as well for some free superconduct. Oh, he really went for it. The fact that Eula still gets her burst up that quick. I mean, she's got like 133 ER. Plus we're running Fischl for energy and Favonius. I guess there's a lot of energy in this team. Maybe I should build her like the Kutching Mains Eula with 180 ER. Then I'd always have my burst up. You can do it, Yoimiya. I believe. Fireworks are for now, but friends are forever. And this is a team of friends. There we go. Which is a lot better than most Eula. Most Eula mains. Eula has 0 ER because she doesn't need that. You don't need to get your burst back up if everything's dead. Easy. I probably should have... At least 180 ER is very consistent. I mean, yeah, very consistent. Okay, well, let me do what I should have done, which is this. So, she actually has, like... EM to aggravate on. And now we play the Hyper Bloom game. Bam, bam. Just sit down. Be humble. Kendrick Lamar? Is that Kendrick Lamar? Run over here. Now, if you could just both kindly... And this is where I cry about Raiden's skill not applying to shields, or through shields. There we go. Let's bring this into the other chambers and see how painful this makes. Oh, this is Magu Kenki, isn't it? Joke's on him. I don't need any time to set up. Joke's on him. I don't need time to set up. Wasted Favonius particles, and Shula's burst doesn't allow her to pre-funnel. And then wasting her burst because he's gonna go into invulnerability mode. Oh, she straight up died from that. That probably wasn't the burst to use. I probably should have just tried to sprint through it. Give me that energy. I want it. Energy. You know what? I'll just start off with a holdie. Why not? Oh. That was not who I wanted to click on, but okay. Ooh. Just too late. I don't think I held E. Oh, it did go through. This is one that's just gonna be painful because they're so close together. Slightly less painful. And then we're just gonna auto. And... oh, too soon. Team is working. I mean, it's working. It's not working... I mean, it's working well enough. I mean, I'm gonna solidly, like, 6-star floor 12. but it's going. It's definitely going. This is the one I hate the most. Oh, I forgot. You're not Kazuha. You're Venti. Oops. I definitely didn't think that was Kazuha. I definitely didn't think he was Kazuha and totally tried to suck them all into the center. Definitely didn't happen. No. Never. Forgot about their shields when they... Didn't happen at all. No, definitely didn't happen. Definitely wasn't like the time I grinded a bunch of enemies using Blizzard's Fairy and Faye and then wondered why she wasn't doing any damage. Definitely not. The real benefit here is I have the man, the myth, the legend who can just shut down all of their gimmicks because he's just that much of a gamer. It's a system glitch, yeah. Yeah, I'm an amazing Genshin player. I would never make a mistake like that. Also, I have no healing. Luckily, when it doesn't do damage. Well, I guess he does damage, but not like actual damage. Oh, I forgot. Eula, do you have an attack stat? No need to heal when the enemies are dead. Easy, yeah. Do you have an attack stat? Hello, Tofu. Just stopped by to say hi since I need to get some rest. Yes. Funny you should mention that, Tofu. I was just talking with... Oh, right. This is this chamber. I was just talking with Tacti about how we have some real awful time zones between us three. Okay, so what's gonna happen here is I'm 100% gonna get killed by the Lara Churl, or the Lara Churls. What's gonna happen? I'm gonna get killed by them. It's not even a question. I'm gonna watch Suzume tomorrow, so I'm very excited. Suzume no Tojumari? The Shinkai film? This is a waste of her burst, but you know what? Okay, so I gotta get energy somehow. I'm just gonna run around. I'm not trying to 36 star. Oh, he got frozen. Well, that's no fun. And she got hit by that somehow. Interesting. I'm very interested in how she got hit by that. Well, Yula's dead too. Okay. Yes, that's the one. Alright, Yoimiya, it's time to carry. It's time to carry, Yoimiya. You're on 4-piece emblem. It's time. Oh. Hello, Luigi. Oh no, I don't think I've seen this before. I don't think I've seen this screen before. Let's try that again. Let's not take this one. Let's take this. Let's start off like this, and then 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 start off like this, and then... Run away, because they're gonna do the little floor 12 wave things that I hate. Oh, I think I'm running away. I think I'm running away. Hope you have fun playing Genshin. I'm gonna... It'll be something. It'll be something. Run away! Run away! Oh, she's still... Okay, well. You know, I feel like I didn't have these problems when I was using the other team. But I feel like the other team also had a lot more iframes. So, maybe that has something to do with it. Bro. I really dislike the floor 12 like geo wave. Oh well. I really dislike geo waves. And I get it's because if they didn't have them, this floor would be way too easy. But we've had plenty of easy floors in the Abyss before. We've had plenty of easy 12 threes. Why can't this be one of them? They wanted to make it classic, Abyss classic. Oh no, it's just not doing damage. Because he's a ruined enemy. Right. I'm just gonna run around until these heal me. Just gonna run away from them. Do this now. Cool, we still got rain swords. Do this now. Oh, well. Okay. It'll be how much can I stagger them? Because the stagger is gonna do a lot in terms of iframes. Okay, this is where we end. This is where I stop doing this. This is where I stopped doing that. It was cool. It did not apply pyro as much as I thought it would. It didn't happen quite as much as I thought it was going to. Let's see what the cooldown is. Oh, every 2 seconds. Alright, yeah. That wasn't really quite what I was going for. I guess you really do gotta have C6 Bennett for it to be funny. I'm not doing that though. Universal attack buff? Yes, please. Should I do one of these? How long have I been oh, only an hour and 44 minutes. Do everyone's except Diaz? Funny you should say that. I was actually gonna do Diaz and just skip through all the dialogue. I was like, which one of these can I do? And then just be like... Oh wait, I haven't done my bounties. Oops. I was too focused on doing a funny Eula team. I don't know. There are a lot of characters I like, I just won't use them in Abyss. I like Yoimiya, I think she has some fun teams. I'm not going to use them in Abyss, but I think she has some fun teams. Oh. Oh, that makes a lot more sense. What happened here? We got some funky... Oh, I accidentally switched her back to this. That makes sense. I was like, wait a second, that doesn't look right. 52, 60... You, too. I don't know what you mean, that's normal crit. When you think about it, aren't all crit ratios 50%? It either crits or it doesn't. I'm gonna switch you back too. I wish I just got a second Skyward Blade. Then I could just have one attached to Bennett permanently. Honestly. But that's just because... 1, I like ER on Bennett. 2, I think this looks nice. Even if I had Mist Splitter, I don't think I would use it. Just because I like how this looks, even on her normal outfit. I got a child that has 89 crit, but I didn't crit 10 times in a row. Oh no. I don't think I've had anything happen like that. So what is crit chance? Maybe it's like Fire Emblem crit chance for like the GBA games, when it doesn't actually mean anything. Because of the weird rolling system they used. I wonder if my child would crit. Then I have 15 crit chance Bennett and I crit every time. I wonder if my child would crit. I looked at his attack and I was like, dang, he's got some high attacks. That's because he has Hamayumi. I was like, he has some high... No. You're supposed to have this. End of the line. No. I would say I care about the meta 66% of the time. The other 33.33, or I guess 34% of the time, is doing funny things like putting end of the line on child. So every time I use his burst, I can yell end of the line. End of the line. Or 888 Kokomi. 888. That one's not as funny as though. This one's pretty funny. Oh, wait. Oh no, he's on Mailed Flower. Never mind. You're supposed to be on Waster Greatsword. That's better. That's better. Doesn't he look cool? If it wasn't for the fact that this weapon's awful, I'd use it on him seriously. We're gonna keep him like that. You know what? Kutching? We're gonna have to go to the BTS replacement. And I think I'm gonna have to do it. There we go. You don't need attack if you've got Bennett. He has EM, right? Yeah. I feel like 100 EMs. Okay, not using Melt Diluc. What is this team? It's Hu Tao. Well, I guess it's Xiangling Double Hydro, but with Diluc instead. Diluc. Please give me a nice enemy to fight. Oh no. That's not what I wanted. Melt Diluc. I bet Xiangyun and Diluc would be a pretty cool... Well, I guess his infusion would overtake it, but I guess out of infusion it would be pretty cool. Alright. Oh, he has no energy. Oh, got some of them. Run away! I'm trying to fight the big guy, right? That's my target. Kaya good? Kaya is good. Man, I wish I had thought about this earlier. I would have been using all sorts of funny teams. Vampire Kaya, Diluc's dying. You know what? I think what he needs is more Hydro. I think he just needs more Hydro. Yeah. He did so well there. That was definitely all Diluc. He definitely didn't get any help from anybody else. Diluc dealt 100% of the damage. Exactly. I'm gonna put him back on Mailed Flower. Mailed Flower, I feel like, is super good for the new Razor team. Because it lets you keep attack. You can, like, still stack attack and still get, like... Or you can stack EM and still get attack out of it. Just like you can... I guess Rain Slasher has the Electro Hydro thing, but I feel like Mailed Flower is just so good. I feel like this is the new good 4-star that we've gotten. You know, every so often we get nice 4-stars from events. Because it is, but if no C6 Bennett, weird Razor Bloom. Yes, that's another reason why I want to C6 my Bennett. But then I say... But look how much non-C6 Bennett helped me in Abyss. And then I go, good point. Fading Twilight was pretty good. Mailed Flower is really good. Luxurious Steelord is pretty cool too, but then Akumaru came out. Pyro Kutching is fun. Tokubo is really good. Wherever I put the catch. The catch, obviously, not an event weapon, but still free to play. Really good. And... Cinnabar Spindle for Albedo. And if you don't have Albedo or you don't have Cinnabar Spindle, then I'm sorry, but... Luckily for you, you can still use Harbinger of Dawn. The only event weapon that we got is Madison or Spindle. Good on one character, and that is it. I like how everybody was like, it's our first defense percent main stat sword. And I was like, it's 3-star, but did you forget about the Traveler's Handy Sword? My albedo weapon. Hello again, Kawa. I kind of wish I kind of wish I got albedo. Sometimes I kind of go, man, probably should have gotten albedo instead of a Eula con. But then I was like, but Eula hasn't had a rerun in like a year and a half, so I feel less bad about it now. You got my drops? I should probably be claiming my drops. I should probably be claiming them. Eula rerun, exactly. Account settings. Who's rerun? The end user license agreement, obviously. You know that big thing that there was that whole problem with Minecraft back in like 2016 after the Microsoft acquisition? Yeah. That was stupid. That was really dumb. That was such a dumb thing that happened. Dodeco, I love using Dodeco in co-op with the Anfei before I had Lost Prayers because Widsith did absolutely nothing. Windbloom Ode. I kind of want to put it on Kale. Kale and Dignari, but can I go to... Please let me look at my account. Drops progress. Thank you. The best part about monitoring my stream on Twitch is it gives me... It automatically gives me... oh, there are no... Oh, there are primos. Okay. I was gonna say, are there no primos this time? Is it lets me get drops from just monitoring my own stream, which is pretty nice. Missive Windspear is, I guess, pretty good too, like on Sino. And I guess it's solidly good in a lot of characters. I like how, I also like, as I'm moving around, you can really tell because I'm facing different parts of my mic. Why can't you be a beacon of the Reed Sea? Why are you a staff of Scarlet Sands? Why? Huh? Tell me why. Ain't nothing but a heart ache. Tell me why. Ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why. I never want to hear you say, I want it that way. Or am I... Oh! Your fire, your one desire. The polearm dupe pattern. Oh, you saw that as well, huh? You saw that as well, huh? What if I got 2 dupes of Engulfing Lightning? Wouldn't that be cool? Or Homa? I never want to hear you say, I want it to be desired in the next life, but not as a polearm. Do I have that? Did they give us that as a book? "1,000 years of loneliness." Oh no. No, I don't think. I don't think I have it. You like all these quest items that I partially have collected? We're so close. Only 2 more. Actually, hold on a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Oh wait, not this way. Luke, we must go. He looks so goofy with this sword. I kind of wish it was slightly wider. Transformer reminder? Ah. Where is it? Am I not? Where is it? Wait, what is this? Oh, weapon enhancement material. I was like, what? What's this? Geo potion? That's wild. Do I not? Oh, I can't. Okay. Oh, this isn't where. Never. I don't know why I went here. This isn't where you make these. You make them in the blacksmith. I'd like to have something made. But before I do that... Why can't I make this? Oh, really? That's what I'm missing? Okay. Can I put the transformer next to the stove? This is gonna be really annoying when this doesn't work and I have to, like, go move it somewhere else. Can I just, like... Can I just, like, slap it down? I wonder, is this gonna work? What should I put in here? Let's put this stuff in. I wonder, could you do this if you were in co-op and you just, like... It does well... New meta spot. Augers. Oh. Well. Okay. Suitable. Acceptable. Adisara. I like how I... Also... Wait... I like how I had something, I was like, I should do story quests. It has not done a single story quest. Make 3. You said Transformer reminder. What's your 5-star pity at now? I think it's 62 or 6. I think it's 61 actually. I can count. We're very close. Okay, well, by the time we come back from counting, we will be able to see. And then I'm probably gonna get... I'll probably get a Tignari, actually. Oh. 63. This will bring us up to 65. Wow, a debate club. It actually was. Wow, Skyrider sword. That's cool steel. I'm saving mine for a free Hydro Archon or any of the Fontaine characters. Good choice. Good choice. That way you're not like Luigi, betting it all on having enough time to save up Primos to get Hydro Archon after pulling for Nahida. Was that 30 seconds? 30 seconds per second. What? Isn't that the movie? Don't correct me on that. There's no contest? Are you trying to gamble? Are you trying to exclamation point gamble, Kawa? Don't you have like 4 million points? Oh, 626. I have enough time to save up again. Oh, Kawa. You won a bunch of them in a row last time. Just in case, because I know it doesn't show up, it doesn't like register on stream. It won't register in the VOD on like YouTube. Kawa just hit a gamble all and then lost 626,418 dropped frames. This is why you don't gamble, kids. Luckily, you should gamble when you can afford to lose the money, and luckily for Kawa, none of this is real money. So, he can afford to lose it. Rest of this patch, then 3.7, maybe 3.8, if 3.8 exists, 4.0, 4.1, and then Hydro Archon 4.2. When you go all in. Luigi, imagine this. Imagine if it's 3.7, there's no 3.8, we go straight to 4.0, and Hydro Archon is the very first patch. And then you'll say, well, at least I have my Nahida cons that I won't use. Focalors. Then good thing Archons usually follow 4 patches for rerun.
同点について
Got this all planned out. What is this? I feel like this is just alerting me of stuff because... What is this alerting me of? Oh, the compass. Okay, we're gonna use this, and I'm just gonna try and find something so I can get 2 sigils so I can claim whatever reward because they're bugging me. Let's go... Here. C6 with no constellations. The Luigi trademark. Do you only have 2-6? 2-6? Do you only have 2 C6 5 stars? Is it just Yalan and Raiden? Are those the only 2? Travel team. Travel team. Where is Kasaha? Travel team. C7 Chi-Chi. Away! Oh, this way. It'd be really funny if it was like literally right on the other side. And I just like didn't turn around to look. Oh, I probably should have Dendro, shouldn't I?
また見識を
There's nothing in there. Oh, maybe about you. All of their standards are C0 or C1. Like Mona? Is Mona gonna be your next C6? Anything in there? Nope. Okay, well. I really don't want to fight you, but... He's not moving. He was very agreeable about that whole, are you joining my world? Are you about to lead me to a chest? Oh, he's come back. The mage came back the very next day. We thought he was a goner, but he came back anyway. The cat came back. Oh, there it is. I see your Mona. Sorry, Eremites. It's like that one manhwa, cheating men. Whoa! Got sideswiped. It's like that choo-choo that got you in Breath of the Wild. A rare non... Where is she going? She Naruto running away. Whoa! A rare non Raiden Luigi. How many did I get? I got 1. Okay, okay, game. Who made Mika apply no cryo? They took physical support too far. Mika. He provides 5 particles, and his buff does not apply if you're not on field. Also, you need multi-target to get the full extent of his buff. And his attack speed buff only gets Eula about an extra stack unless you have an R3 Song of Broken Pines. Nevertheless, he is still the new highest damaging comp if you run him with Raiden and Bennett. You know where the chests are? Oh. We just gotta burning it. We have to burning him. Burning. Burning. Here we go. Oh, an Aranara. What are we playing? Are you ready? I'm not. Oh. Shiny Dendro. Oh. 3. Golden Nora never forgets. Oh, that sounded eerily like something out of like Game of Thrones. Golden Nora never forget. Well, that's not Game of Thrones at all. That's like a bad New York accent. Golden Nora. What did I mark the other Aranara with? I have no idea. Golden Nora never forget. Golden Nora sends his regards.
痛くしちゃうかも。
Oh, a rock pile. There was a chest over here, I think the game was trying to tell us. King Dragon sends his regard. Oh, I see it. His machinations lie hidden for years. AOUs. I'll be right back. Alright. Oh, it's like a whole thing up in here. They got the whole gang. Oh, my characters are all in weird spots. Ayo, you forget about it? Well, now I have enough. So I feel like I could just turn them in. Y'all got any loot?
手をつなぎましょう。終わりね。撤収。
Oh, the bloom really did a number on that man. A quest. In the distance. Man, I just might have to do something. Because, I don't know, I think it's just the weather. I straight up think it's just the weather. Because I am just like, not feeling okay. Oh, it glows. I didn't realize that. Most perceptive Genshin player. Get down from there. Now you might be saying, Neon, you think that could have anything to do with the fact that you were awake for 20 hours yesterday? And to that I say, definitely not. Let's switch your artifacts back before I forget. Before I assume that you have gear. Because we all know what happens when you assume. We've all heard it before. We all know what happens when you assume something. Like the more Ardanian soldiers. Think you can take me? Don't forget me. Ya done? Think you can take me? Don't forget me. Think you can take me? I probably gotta... Do I have to hit him with the electro? Alright, official.
断罪の名において
Oh, there's something else I thought about. Following yesterday's conversation in a stream that definitely didn't happen. As I stand up to stretch, and as I get very large, and now as I shrink back down, I had a thought last night as I was drifting into unconsciousness, and I can't remember what it was. I don't remember. Well, if I don't remember, it must not be important, right? Isn't that how it goes? I think it was just a further expansion on the whole, like, I like Yanfei, but I think I wouldn't like her in real life. But I think I would like parts of her in real life. I just don't think overall I would like her as much as I like her in the game. But I already talked about that, so I don't think that's what I was thinking. Well, let me leave co-op. It's not the co-op button. But, just for fun, let's put her in the party. I call this team the... What would be a funny name for this team? Death and taxes. The two certainties of this world. Or I guess three certainties. We can call this team the two certainties. Three if you want to get Newton involved. As long as you're talking about planetary bodies with sufficient gravitational pull. Inside this room for one, we still can have some fun. It's our time, so come on. I think that's the song. Can you hear it calling my name, your name? It's something, I don't remember the words, something, yeah. Laptop, table, chair, and... No, it's not chair, it's laptop, table, bed. And nothing else. They can say I'm only wasting away inside this tiny... I have no idea. Some combination of wasting away, tiny room where I stay. I have no idea. Eat something tasty, so I don't know. Something about an adventure, or throw a party in an MMORPG. There's always something fun and exciting. And then other words I don't remember. Laptop, table, bed, and nothing else. Say they can say only wasting away. There's something, yeah. I feel like this is too much bonus on her. Yeah, I feel like there's too much pyro bonus with Xiangling. Because we're already at 70. Because we got Lost Prayers. And then we've also got Goblet. Oh no, we don't even have... We don't even have Lost Prayers. Oh, Nikkei has reset. I recorded my Nahida pulls, but it's like 15 minutes. Maybe I should have skipped the 4-star. What did you get? Did you... Oh, is that what you just sent me in Discord? See, I feel like 100... I feel like an extra 15 is starting to push it. I feel like that's really pushing it. Let me look at this. Oh no, you didn't send it to me in Discord. Discord probably wouldn't let you send something. I sent it. I sent you that in Discord before. Oh, that. I thought you were talking about a new one. I just looked over and I saw that I had a notification on Discord and I thought maybe you had DM'd me something. But no, it's also I can feel the stream dying. Don't worry. I can feel it dying. Don't mind me dying as well as I lean over to mess around with stuff like that. She's just like, huh? Yanfei. Yanfei. I feel like this isn't worth it. I feel like this isn't worth it. I feel like it's not worth a 2% increase. This at least. Decent. 7, 9, 10, 12, 13. Oh, yeah, and then this also gives her more pyro damage. So I feel like the extra pyro damage from Shengling is even... Yeah. So with Pyro NATO, she's up to 117, and then when she uses the full 4 charge, she's up to 137. I feel like that's a bit too much. It's not funerational, it's law and order. I'm gonna call... That's what I'm gonna do. This is Team Law and Order. That's what this is. You might say, but Neon, that's just the generic Bennett Pyro Vape team. And I'll say, but yeah, but Law and Order. Dun dun. These are their stories. I probably should end this stream. I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting here. Isn't that most streamers, though? Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. When there's something wrong in the neighborhood. Who are you gonna call? We gotta send Kale. Wonder what you could do, though. Are you gonna tell me that I could watch Oshi no Ko? Are you gonna tell me to watch Oshi no Ko?
もし忘れたらもう一回教えてやらなくもない。
I'm not watching Oshi no Ko. I think I'm just gonna relax relax and not watch Oshinoko. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You feel me, bro? Now, what would be mega cool here would be if I got a 5-star or something, enough to get me at least 3 dust so I can make another pull on the banner. Show me that 5-star. Wow. We're not close to pity at all. I was just hoping for a miracle. We're only at 42 pity. But the good news is Nilo is here for 18 more days. 18 more days of Niloing. You can't see it, but I just blocked the I and the L on my screen with my finger, and so now it says no you. Plus, maybe I can snag... I'm at least hoping that maybe I can get C2 Kuki. Just for that increase. And then... maybe C2 on Layla, but maybe C1, you know? Just for that... just for that additional shield absorption. C2 for energy. Oh, this might be cool too. Normal attack increase. Cool for Eula. Rockabye Baby? Aren't you... if Eula wanted to watch an anime, she would watch... if Eula wanted to watch an anime, I think she would watch... Aohana, Flower We Saw That Day. I think she would watch Aohana. Eula would probably tell me, Neon, it's April again. What about Barbara then? Barbara would watch Your Lie in April. She'd be like, it's April, time to watch Your Lie. She'll be like, I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister. I know I'm gonna be taller than Kaori though. Ha, got him. And everyone would be like, dang, Barbara. I scored a drop. Claim or go to inventory. I will claim. Send a message to thank Neon at Neon Jungle Tiger for the drop. Thanks at Neon Jungle Tiger for the Poggers Genshin drop. I might watch Your Lie again. It might be time. It might be time for my rewatch of Your Lie in April. I did it last year. Don't do this to me. You know, maybe I should go watch Your Lie on stream. Maybe I should watch Your Lie. I kind of want to listen to Erica Lindbeck and Kyle McCarley and Max Middleman. Oh wait, isn't that Erica Mendez, Erica Lindbeck, Kyle McCarley, and Max Middleman? Middleman is Kosei, Lindbeck is Kaori, McCarley is Wataru. Isn't Tsubasa Erica Mendez? I know that in Japanese, she's the same. In the original, she's the same voice actress that does Iroha in Origairu. Isn't it Erica Mendez? I feel like it's Erica Mendez. Hmm. Who voices Aloy? Oh, right, I forgot. Not in English. You should add Mudai to your Discord so I can get Nino and be like, if you want this character, watch Oshiga Budokan. Oh, I'll watch Oshiga Budokan, Luigi. You wanted me to watch Oshiga Budokan? You should have told me. We did a watch party a couple months ago. Yeah, I'll watch Oshiga Budokan. No problem. I got you. Oshiga Budokan got Shinai Teru something? I don't know. I'm gonna be blackmailed with my not waifu. I was gonna say waifu, but then I was gonna say that I like Nino. I don't like Nino that much. I'll put Yulo in Genshin survey. I'll probably watch it at some point. Just not right now. Just not right now. I have to mentally prepare myself to sit down and watch anime. I'm traumatized. And by traumatized, I mean... And I'll say it again, like I said it yesterday, and I might have even said it today. I'm traumatized from when I watched Chainsaw Man and I was disappointed. I'm worried that Oshi no Ko is also gonna be not as good as everyone says. This is what I get for not watching things and just watching people lose their mind as they watch them and being like, I should watch this. And I'm just like, oh. Huh. Have I ever let you down? Well, considering that I've never watched any of the anime you've ever recommended, and the only other anime that we've talked about that we both have seen is The Journey of Elena. And Eminence manga, a new game, believe in me. Those are some good points. Those are some good points. I love new game. What if I said I didn't watch Chainsaw? I believe that. I don't think you were. Yeah, I never heard you talking about Chainsaw. Come to think of it, the only people that I can remember talking about Chainsaw are Taki and Kawa. Because I just don't think I don't. Well, it's also just like I don't follow other people that I don't follow people that talk about anime. It's just a fact. You know, Tacti's out here talking about ReZero, and Kawa's out here talking about Black Clover. Man, I can't believe they put Bennett in Zelda. Is it Christina V? Is it Christina V? What have you DM'd me for? Nahida Pulls. Oh, on YouTube. I'll check those out later. I like how I can see the stream dying. Is it Christina V? That's great. She's in Sword Art. She's the Cat Sith leader in Alfheim Online. And she's also, Sing Cho. And she's Yuma in, Zenki Zero. Christina V! Should I do the Zenki run? Should I do the Zenki Abyss run? I can only use 4 characters. I can only, to my knowledge, I can only use Bennett, Singcho, Kazuha, and, Razor. And that's it. I don't think I have anybody else who shares voice actors. I thought you said Eula for a second. Oh. That'd be funny. It'd be really funny. She'd be like, gonna be epic. Susie Young. She voices, Adme in Nikkei, and it's very eerie. It's uncanny hearing her voice come out, like, because it's still very clearly like her, and it still sounds like Eula, but Admi's like younger than Eula, but also like way older than Eula, because like haha anime. But no, Admi looks like she's in like middle school, but she's like 40 because she's not a real person, she's a robot. But it's just really funny because she's got like a kind of a higher voice than she does with Eula. She also voices Noise, which I think is funny. She's Makima in the dub of Chainsaw Man. That's actually 100% why I started watching the dub of Chainsaw Man. Straight up, it was just because I was like, hey yo, Susie Young is Makima. Anyway, it's time for Pain. My options are Alan Lee, Christina V, Koi Dao, Kyle McCarley, Mark Witten, Erica Mendez. I guess I can use Ayaka too then. Koi Dao, Alan Lee, Kyle McCarley, Mark Witten. 4 guys. The 4 ladies are Erica Mendez, Ryan Bartley, Christina V, and I always forget Sachika's Kira Buckland. I think it's Kira Buckland. I'm gonna check. Sachika Hirasaka VA. It is okay, it is Kira Buckland. Okay, I was right about that. So that means the only characters I can use, because I do not have Albedo, are Razor. Oh, and Todd Habercorn. Todd Habercorn. And then also, I don't think either of the voice actors for Sho and Mirai, whose names escape me. I know Mirai's voice actress is the same lady that does Faye in Faye, like Faye, Faye, in Echoes, Fire Emblem Echoes. Not Fae, the other Faye. It's very confusing. But we have Habercorn too, who's Razor. So I can only use Razor. Are you Kira Buckland? Now, okay. You're Kira Buckland, right? And you're Elizabeth Maxwell. So I can use Razor, Kuki, Xingqiu, Bennett, Kazuha, Xingqiu, Kazuha, Bennett, Razor, Ayaka, and Kuki. And that is it. That's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be interesting, because that's gonna make my teams something on the order of Bennett, Xingqiu, Rosaria, Kazuha. It's Kuki though. It's Kuki though. Melt time. It's Kuki. That's the problem though. I'll just put all the characters I can use, and then we can look at them. Yeah, these are all the characters. These are the only characters I can use. Christina V, Havercorn, Mendez, Witten, and Buckland. Because I don't have Albedo. Yeah, these are the only characters I can use. I hope this works. It's not. It's not going to work. Oh, he like actually doing damage though? Actually doing work? Oh, I didn't switch characters. Rip me.
みんながそばにおとなしくしな岩場の戦火のように行こ
Quick, before the pyro goes away.
う借りなく
There we go.
役場れ
Off to a great start.
そこだ 冒険だ冒険
I will be overloading. I'll be using the power of overload.
全力攻撃マイ
I believe you have been, as the cool kids would say, mimi'd on. Ha ha ha, le epic bazinga. Thank you, Sean Chiplock. Voice of D-Luke, everybody.
燃えろ
This is gonna... Okay, no, we're not. We're not doing this. I'm not subjecting myself to that. I could totally cheat and just put Nahida in there and then just run Rainbow Razor without the rainbow. Who's Rosaria's VA? Elizabeth Maxwell. The only thing I can think of off the top of my head that she does besides Rosaria is she's Nikki in Camp Camp. I can't think of anything off the top of my head that she does. She's also Urbosa. She is Urbosa. You're right. You're right. She's Urbosa because that was the whole thing. Yes. And she's the... And you can run D-Luke Rosaria Bennett? I could. I could. I could just start saying, you know what, just other voice actors. Zelda team. Zelda team, there we go. We got Sean Chiplock, we got Rivali, we got Urbosa, and we got whoever Bennett's gonna be, whoever Christina V is. And I think that's it. Patricia Somerset isn't in here. I don't think Daruk or Mifa's voice actors are in here either. And I don't think Rome Bosphorus Hyrule is either. Tiba's kid? Ah. From the first game. Aha. The plot thickens.
ベニー冒険団出発
I went through this on the test stream. I'll go for it again just because I want to think about it. I don't know anybody else that Lizzie Freeman voices. Christina V, obviously the Kate Sith lady in Sword Art.
冒険団出発
Obviously Bennett Singcho. And now Breath of the Wild, or Tears of the Kingdom.
ベニー冒険団
Tiba's kid.
出発
And some other characters that I'm sure... Oh, and Yuma. Laura Post. Laura Post voices, Barbara. She, I believe, also voices Catherine in Three Houses. And voices Allier, female Allier in Fire Emblem Engage. And voices Volume, I believe, as well in Nikke. Keith Silverstein voices what's his face? One of the ministers for the Holy Empire in Triangle Strategy, and also voices Owen from Bravely Default. He also voices Shido, comma, whatever his name is, Shido something, from Persona 5. And I actually don't know that many characters that Silverstein does. Mark Witten does Kazuha. He also does Mamoru Ichio and Zenki Zero, and Kazuha Sedith in Three Houses. And that's all I know of him off the top of my head. Erica Harlatcher does Venti, as well as On in Persona 5. I'm trying to know... I think I know some other characters that she voices, but I can't think of them right now. Susie Young obviously does Eula and Makima and Admi and Noise. Makima from Chainsaw Man, Admi, and Noise from Nikke. And she's been in some other stuff I don't remember. I have no idea what Gen Losi is in, besides Ganyu. Erica Mendez, she is Ayaka in Genshin. She's Maki Harukawa in Danganronpa V3. I believe she's Tsubasa in Your Lie in April. She's also Bernadetta von Varley in Fire Emblem Three Houses. And I believe she plays some bacteria in Cells at Work. No idea what Anne Yatko is in. I know she's Inua in Nikkei, and that's it. Same thing with Nahida's voice actress. Sarah Miller Cruz, no idea. Karina Boetger, Terrible Tornado, and Mizuki from Somnium Files. No idea about Noelle's voice actress. Laura Faye Smith, no idea. Aaron something, no idea for Diana either. Or Kokomi, or Jackie Lastro with Chengling, or Stephanie Sutherland with Jean. Maybe Yui in Sword Art. No idea with Chi Chi either. I don't remember her name. Kaylee Mills voices Morita in Fire Emblem. And Kaching. She also voices Iosanafil in Cells at Work. And I don't know what else she's in. She also sang she sang an English cover of the opening for Aoharu Ride, so that's cool. Griffin Burns, he's Tartaglia. He's also Nagi in Scarlet Nexus, and that's it. I don't know anything else about him. Jenny Yokobori is Yoimiya. She's also... I searched the world and came up with the path that would lead me to success. I'm all here for it. Lay it on me. Yoimiya, Jenny Yokobori, Diesel, and Nikkei. Don't know much else. Sean Shiplock. Kiyotaka Ishimaru in the Funimation dub of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc anime. Also Rivali and D-Luke. And other stuff that I'm probably forgetting. But I know of. If you told me, I'd go, aha. Aaron Chambers? Aaron Chambers, maybe? No idea. Valerio Rodriguez? Also no idea. Rivali and Tiba share the same voice. That's right. That's right. And then Riju and Urbosa also share the same voice actor, as do Daruk and what's his face? And Deku Tree. Oh. He's the Deku Tree? That's pretty cool. I'll tell you later. No idea about Layla. Elizabeth Maxwell, like I said, Nikki from Camp Camp. And she's done a ton of stuff I'm just not remembering. Bo Brigland, no idea. I think his performance as Chongyun is very impressive, though. Josie, no idea. Kira Buckland, Kuki Shinobu. I believe she also voices Kurumi Tojo in Danganronpa. And Sachika Hirosaka in Zenki Zero. She's obviously, I think her most well-known is probably 2B from Nier. Speaking of Nier, Kyle McCarley, I believe, voices, what's his face? The dude. But aside from that, she also has a lot of well-known characters I just can't think of. Jeannie Torado, the one that stands out the most for me. I can't tell how hard the new weekly boss is. Oh no. It seemed pretty easy when we did it. Sarah, Jeannie Torado, Byleth in Three Houses. And then, what's her name? Mary? The stalling phase, I blame you. She is... I think it's Mary in Grimgar Fantasy and Ash. Brittany Cox voices Ingrid in Three Houses, and that's all I know from her. Allegra Clark... Shamir and Dorothea from Three Houses, that's all I know of her. No idea about Kale's voice actor. Mara Juneau, no idea. Felicia Angel, I believe she's Miku in the dub of Quintessential Quintuplets, and also Hifumi in New Game. No idea about Yunjin's or Goro. Todd Habercorn is Razor. He's also one of the dudes in the Ingress anime. He's the friend in Paris, I think, in the Ingress anime. He's also Natsu Dragneel in Fairy Tail. He's Medadi in Three Houses. He's Dr. Terashima in Zenki Zero. And there's... Oh, he's... somebody in Don Memo, I believe. But I know the big one is Natsu. Oh, he's also, I believe he is Korakio Shinguji in V3 for Danganronpa. Laura Post, once again, same thing as Yolan. I was gonna say Christian Bale, and that's obviously not right. I don't remember who Toma's voice actor is. Amber Lee Connors? That's not her name. Amber Lee Connors! I think she's Mirai. She's Mirai in Zenki Zero. She's also the voice of Faye in Echoes, and I think she's the voice of that Thunder Spear lady in Tower of Fantasy. I don't remember what Amber's voice actor's name is. Zachary Gordon? No idea. Elliot Gindi? Also no idea. Neither one of them. Lily Pichu? I know she exists. Heizo? No idea. Aloy? No idea. Shinyan? Also Laura Post. Dory? No idea. Farazan? No idea. Yao Yao? No idea. Mika? No idea. And there we go. I think it'd be funny if her name is Amber Lee Connors, but I know that's not right. Do I have 20 resin yet? Have I wasted enough time to get... it's gonna be another 17 minutes. Well, with that, I think we're going to call it today's stream quits. How close are we on drops? If we're really close to the next drop, I'll keep streaming, but... I'm running on empty, just like yesterday. There are no drop campaigns. Bruh. What are you talking about? What do you mean there are no drop campaigns? 38% of 1 hour. Okay, we are not close. We're not. The stalling phase. I blame you. Okay, well... This is not what I meant to press. This is not what I meant to press. This is what I meant to press. This is what I meant to press. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. It's so hot. I think that's part of it too. My energy is being sucked out by the heat. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. It's so hot. And it's not really that hot, but for me, it's hot. If Dawn was here, she'd probably laugh at me. She'd be like, what do you mean it's hot? What do you mean it's hot? It's not hot. That's not hot. Check freezer for months old McDonald's. See, that's the thing. I opened up the freezer recently. There wasn't anything in there. I do have some very old Pop Rocks that I was gonna eat that have melted and kind of formed this very smooth and shiny globule. I didn't know how they melted, as they were never in the sun and never anywhere warm, but they just kind of disintegrated and turned into this large, shiny, smooth mass. Kind of looks like a piece of coral. But no, I'm probably gonna download more stuff onto the computer, get some of the games back on, and I probably won't keep the dual stream that I've been doing now. I might go back depending on how things go, but I think I'm just gonna try and just move everything off and just not have to worry about display capture or any of that stuff. The downside would be playing games in windowed mode, but I can test that out right now, seeing as I'm currently not set this here. Oh, it won't even let me do 1080 windowed. It will let me do 16900 windowed. But let me... What's the next best thing I could do? Can I just do 1280 by 720? Even that's pretty large. Even that's pretty large. 640 by 480. There we go, a square. Ooh, 1152. There's no nice 1152. There's... Okay, yeah, so 1280 by 720 is the smallest 9 by 16 by 9 aspect ratio Genshin will let me do. That's manageable. I don't like that the windows are like curved, but that might work well with the overlay. I kind of hate Windows 11, not gonna lie. It looks really cheap. It looks like a Chromebook. No offense to Chromebooks, but it does not look like a PC. It does not look like Windows. Oh, this is so nice, playing in windowed mode. I've been not playing in windowed mode because, of course, since I'm using a display capture, it would just capture my whole screen. Anyway. I think that's where I'm gonna have to hit him with the so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. But in the rhythm of Town with an Ocean View. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Something like that, right? In the meantime, I'm gonna go play Nikke and then finally sort out my world boss team. Oh, that was something. Elgato has Elgato Screen Link, which will let me like stream my phone straight to my computer, and then I'll be like, I have nothing to run my camera for VTS because I use my phone as a webcam. Also, Apple has all sorts of fancy AR tracking built into it, which runs very nicely with VTS. But then I could play Destiny Child, and you could watch me play an idle game. When you learn Oshi no Ko Studio made new game. Was that the long con? Was that the surefire way? Are you gonna use my love for new game to do Oshi no Ko? Luigi, I'm gonna watch Oshi no Ko. I'll have you know, I will watch it. I just am not gonna watch it right now. I will probably watch it later this month. Or maybe this weekend. I just am not gonna watch it right now in this particular point in time, because every time we reach a point in the stream where I would watch Oshi no Ko, I'm too mentally defeated to even attempt to watch it, and I want to watch it when I am like in a good mood, because I want to have good memories of Oshi no Ko. I want to go into Oshi no Ko being happy and being like, I am going to enjoy this, and then enjoy it. I don't want to be sitting here melting watching Oshi no Ko after my brain's been fried and just be like, that's why I'm putting it off. I want to enjoy Oshi no Ko, and so I want to make sure that I am good when I watch it. Someone said neon, a lot of ice cream. Now, oh, it's so hot in here. Like, it's so hot. Can you hear that? Oh, you can hear that all right. I can see it in OBS. Oh wait, can you not? Oh, is it too quiet for OBS? Is it getting canceled out? Is it too low? It might be too low. I hope it is. I can see it in OBS. It doesn't seem like you can hear it that well though. That's good. That's good. You can hear the AC. Yeah, it's not the AC. The AC is already running, believe it or not. The AC is already running. That's the second fan in this room. That's a full-on box fan. That's like a 2-foot box fan that I have to circulate air in this room and make it not extraordinarily hot. Sometimes you just gotta sacrifice some audio quality. You know? Sometimes you just gotta imagine for your immersion, imagine it's the fan in the background spinning back and forth. Imagine it's that fan. I have a second smaller, I have a desk fan that's actually like right next to me. You can hear the fan in the background a bit, but it's fine. Yeah, it's not that loud. I'm looking at it in OBS when I'm not talking. It's clocking in at like -40 as like background noise. Fan better than dead hot neon. I could probably turn down my mic and move it closer to my mouth. But oh, it feels so. And it's only because I keep the door shut because I don't want like other background sounds. So there's just like no airflow in this room. I'm just gonna sweat. Gonna have to toss all these clothes in the wash. Or all sweaty. But no, like my like forehead is wet. That's how hot it is in here. It doesn't help as well that it was like 85 today. And I was just like, bruh. Second week of April. It's not supposed to be like that until July. Luckily, I think it's supposed to like rain in a couple days, and it's supposed to go down from like 80 degrees to like 50 degrees. Casual 30-degree temperature drop, no big deal. But I'm gonna be real happy about that. I like summer. Summer's pretty cool. I like the warm sun and the breeze. I do not like it when it is above like 75 degrees. 74, that's like 74, 75, that's like the sweet spot. Maybe 76 if there's wind. Nah, like after that, no. Miss me with that. Looked at the thermometer, said 89, and I was like, that's probably not accurate because it's right in the sun, but still, I was just like, man. I have been defeated by the heat. This is what I get for being a VTuber with a background about being in a summer town. I get hit with actual summer weather and I hate it. Anyway, we just crested 3 hours. It would appear that Discord is not picking up my Twitter notifications anymore, so it appears that I need to go back into Neon's bot spam and start spamming some bots. /follow Neon Jungle Tiger. Channel bird sounds. Links true. Retweets true. Ping don't ping anyone. We had issues. You need to relink. Bruh. Click here to continue. Log in. Log in with my two-factor authentication. I will freeze as my authenticator is also on my phone. Oh, it's not typing. No more. There we go. Authorize. Relog in. Authorize. Oh, this might have broken. This might have broken because of the new Twitter API. That might have been what happened. I don't know when that went into effect, but that could have been what killed it. I'll never forgive Chainsaw Man to what it did to you. What, you mean making me not watch anime? Okay. I'm gonna do a test tweet just to see if this works. There we go. And then I gotta wait like 20 minutes for it to actually show. So it was working earlier this month. It just stopped working. You know what else stopped working? My alerts. Love that. Oh, there. Oh, they all came in all of a sudden. I just saw a big list. All these tweets. There we go. Anyway, I'm gonna go mauled because none of my manhwa are being updated because I've caught up to all of them. It's been cool chilling with y'all, even if I've been melting up until now. I'll maybe see if I can do something with the fan. I might be able to flip it around so the airflow goes backwards, and then it might be less loud. I could also just turn it down and then move it closer to my mouth. If I just really get up on my mic, then you probably can't. I mean, I guess you could still hear it because it's still registering in OBS, but yeah. I also have like Reaper installed, so I could put like a voice filter on. Started adding YouTube manhwa shorts for recommendations to bookmarks. And it's like 1,000 manhwa now. That'll happen. That'll happen. Should I be one of these streamers? Should I be one of the streamers that has his mic like 2 inches away from his mouth and just always talks like this? Is that what you want? Should I change my style? Should I change my branding on my VTuber? Should I change my concept? Should I become a different streamer? You know, maybe I should talk like this. Maybe I should just be one of those streamers, you know, just talk a little different. Be like, yeah, there we go. Put my mic up right on my face. Just slowly start to try and lower my voice. Just make it a little bit lower, you know? I won't do that. That's such a pain to do. That's such a pain to do. Having your mic like... What? Like... If I had my mic like right here all the time, and I was like trying to game with like my arm underneath, like wrapped around my mic cord, and I was just always gaming like this. Like, hold up. Let me full screen Genshin again. Can you imagine? Now picture this for a second. Picture if all of my streams were like this, and you can't see what I'm currently dealing with, but I've got my arm like wrapped around my mic stand, and it's like wrapped around the wire for my mic, the cable connecting it to my computer, because I just have it like right in my face. 20 resin copium. Oh, I do have 20 resin. Wow. You know what that means? You know what that means? I don't understand why people have their mics like this. I mean, sure, I'm very present, and like, my voice has a lot of impact. But like, I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like it's not the play, you know? Like, I just feel like it's not... just not what people want. I mean, it's pretty popular, so maybe it is what people want. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe people want this. I don't know. I'm not people, so... I wouldn't know. You gotta be very careful. This is the kind of thing that you really have to have a lot of compression on your mic, or you have to just be a very calm person who isn't gonna yell. Probably should change her to an ER sans. Some people have really soft voices sometimes, probably. Yeah, but I know plenty of streamers that don't have soft voices that still have their mics like this. One of them, Alfredo Plays. He has his mic like turned down to like the bare minimum, and he also has he has a super sensitive mic too. But he has it so basically it only picks anything within like a foot of the mic, and anything past that just like is gone and you just can't hear it. It was great when he had construction going on outside his house, and the only things that he could hear were all of the drills and construction equipment, but the stream couldn't hear it, which was great.
深海のカゴご安心失策です踊ろうやっ行きましょうはっあれ狂いなさいはっ行け
Cool. I don't think I like it quite as much as Nahida, but it's okay. Okay, that's enough of that. Let me move this mic back away from my mouth. Not that close. The Fell Dragon. By Duma's power. That no one in Echo sounds like that. Also, Duma isn't the Fell Dragon. That's a Grima. That has some potential. Oh, you're talking about the artifact. You're not talking about having my mic 2 inches away from my mouth. Oh. Oh, okay, I understand. You're not talking about me turning into one of those husky voice streamers. I see. Let's go, baby. One good substat. One good substat. You should give me that artifact because I told you resin probably. Will it roll? Let's watch it not roll. Crit rate. 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 It won't roll. It's gonna keep rolling into EM and HP percent. It will not be good. It will be bad. It will never be a good artifact, no matter how hard it tries. It will not roll into crit rates. It'll keep rolling into HP. It won't roll into crit rates. I'm gonna waste tons of artifacts doing this. It's not gonna roll into crit rates. It's gonna keep rolling into HP. It's not going to roll into crit rates. It will not end up being a good artifact. It'll be like every other artifact in this game that has potential to be good but ends up not being good. Yelan Peace Copium. It will not roll crit rates. It rolled EM instead. Now, if we were to say put this on Yelan, I would like to point out the fact that... Yeah. Yeah. I was trying to go for like a... What, spoon monkeys? I was trying to go for something like that. I don't know if that translated very well. But regardless of that, it doesn't change the fact that it did not roll well. Now, are there any burgeoning feathers I'm looking at? Any burgeoning... Oh, actually, I do have some Varushka Shakalaka. Varu Shakalaka. I do have some of those that I could be I do have some of those. When they say, tell me what you want, what you really, really want, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. It's for this to be poggers. It will roll poggers stats. It will roll poggers stats. Poggers. It will roll amazingly. Hey, low-key kind of cool. Low-key though. Low-key though. If I were to start piecing together my two pieces on, for instance, the Layla Nilo piece, it is a Nilo piece. How did you know? I mean, I did have this, but this other one also has EM. So if we take the Flower of Life, and then go for what other Vorashaka Laka. I guess I'll just roll this piece for no reason, right? There's literally no downside aside from wasting artifacts for no reason. Remember when I said it was going to end the stream? That fan really gave a new lease on life to the stream. It rolled no HP substats or ER or EM. We literally do not care what it rolls into because it is... Wait a second. Let's check what this rolls first. This could be better than the other one. It has the ability to be better than the other one. If it rolls a ton of HP like the other one. If it gets an HP, well, I guess what would I want as a substat? Crit rate? Defense percent. Now, if this rolls like entirely into HP, I might be able to replace the Flower of Life. Went to ER, that's acceptable. Rolled more into ER. Less good now. Rolled into HP. And now I have no more artifacts. But if I were to snag this, and then... Tenacity. And then maybe... this. And maybe swap this for this. Kokomi piece. A Kokomi piece. It could be a Kokomi piece, except my Kokomi's already kind of goated. Where is she? Coco Goat. 100 shared. Well, that's with Kuki. Let me get Kuki out of the party to give me an accurate reading. Solo Kokomi is chillin' with 43k health, 153 ER, 76 healing bonus, and 117 EM. She is big chillin'. She is a unit. She is an absolute unit. And if I put this on her for Bloom, she's up to 337. And I think I even have an off-piece EM thing I could give her. This one, I mean, they're both equally. What I lose out on is that her existing goblet is like, her existing helm is like kind of cracked. It did roll into attack percent, which is unfortunate, but slightly less ER, less healing bonus, less health, but 524 EM just off the bat. Nice soft goals, 35k HP, without double hydro, so she's looking pretty good. Kokomi is She's there. Out of all the characters I have, Kokomi is the one who's there. She's ready. Layla, though. Gotta love that HP. HP stack. HP stack. Look at her go. What's her crit rate looking like? 30. That's not very high. Unfortunate. If I ran this, I could put Fav Sword on Nilo. Slightly better. But no, I still think it's better to just stack HP and just abandon everything else. A little bit of EM. Anyway, that's the real end for today's stream. I would like to end today's stream on that note, rolling the things. Hello, Dawn. I see you in chat. And by see you in chat, I mean I checked the chat list and I saw that you were there. Let's strongbox. We're gonna strongbox everything into Thundering Fury because I want catching. Oh, it's also getting hard to hear the game because of the fan in the background. Huh. It's either that or Bloodstained. Do I roll Bloodstained? No, I'm not gonna roll Bloodstained. We're gonna go for Thundering Fury. No. Maybe. No. Is this the helm? Yeah, healing bonus. No. 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 Maybe. No. 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 Off piece. Off piece. Ooh, that's actually good. Oh, that's also actually good. No. 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 Nope. 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 Just tell viewers the fan is a part of the new Sumer OST. No. I mean, good idea, but I was saying no to the artifact. Say yes to the dress. It's very symbolic. It's, the fan in the background is indicative of one of my favorite Yoroshika songs, Matasaburo. Ooh, EM main stat. Oh. Show me good artifacts. I had a crit damage circlet with crit rate and EM and a bunch of cool stuff, and it didn't roll into crit rate once, and it made me sad. Oh no, since I sent you your polls, you'll know how I betrayed Nilo. What do you mean? I already knew you were gonna. I already knew you were gonna. You can't fool me. I see. What does he say? I hear everything. Should I save this for like an off? Oh no, this is the goblet. Never mind. I was gonna say, should I save that for like a cursed Hu Tao off piece? Okay, well we're gonna have to back this off just a little bit. Okay, well. You'll understand at the end of the video. Oh no. Bam, bam, bam. Gone. Reduced to atoms. Alright. Say yes to the dress. What I really need is sands. That's what I really need. I need thundering sand. Also known as glass. Okay, let's roll this first. Ooh. Roll this next too. Bam, 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 bam. These are all the things I want to save. I can't roll them. That's the end of artifact rolling. It's the end of artifact rolling. We're done. There's nothing else for me to do. There's no content left for me in this game. None at all. Definitely not 4 story quests. Definitely not 4 story quests and 2 new hangouts. And several world quests I've not finished yet. All of this doesn't exist. Not Neon pandering for time. What do you mean I'm not pandering for time? I want to end this stream. I wanted to end this stream for about an hour and a half. And it's not ended. It's not ended. It still kept going. And it's my own fault. I did this. You! Third time is the charm. Third time is the charm. Could you hear me deflate when I said that? Could you just hear all of, like, the energy in my voice just exit my body? Who was it? There was some big streamer who said that if he ever wasn't gonna stream, he thought that he would just wake up one day and just decide that he didn't want to stream anymore, and that would just be the end of streaming. When will you learn? When will you learn that your actions have consequences? Yeah, there's some big streamer who was talking about how whenever he decided to quit streaming, and he was saying that he wasn't quitting streaming, but if he ever did, he knew that it would be time because he would just wake up one day and just be like, I'm done. Sometimes I feel like that. Sometimes I feel like, well, not that I want to stop streaming, but sometimes I just come in and I'm just like, no, I just don't want to stream. And sometimes I don't stream. And then I continue to not want to stream for like several days. That was the case of like the entirety of like December and January. I one day was just like, I don't really want to stream today. Are you setting up some foreshadowing in your VTuber backstory? No. No, it's nothing that complicated. But that's what happened like over December and January this last couple months. I was gonna stream more during that whole like 3-week like hiatus that I just wasn't streaming. I was gonna stream, but one day I was just like, I don't want to stream. And then the next day I was just like, I don't want to stream. And I just didn't stream for like 3 weeks. And I wish I had, but I didn't. So what can you do? Chainsaw Man, anime ultimate villain? Yeah, kind of. Although I don't think Chainsaw Man was out yet. I think that came out earlier this year in the spring. But yeah, I don't know. Chainsaw Man was kind of like the nail in the coffin for me with anime. I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm gonna keep blaming Chainsaw Man. I don't care how popular it is. I don't care how good people say it is. We just scored another drop. Nice. I definitely wasn't pandering for time. I'm not pandering for time, Dawn. That was a coincidence. But yeah, Chainsaw Man really did a number on my will to watch anime. I mean, I was already like not enthused, but I thought maybe if I watch Chainsaw Man, I'll be like, this is epic, and I'll start watching anime again. And I watched it and I was like, oh, this wasn't what I was expecting. I'll keep watching. And I just kept watching and I got like 6 episodes in and I was just like, this just ain't it for me. I'll add it to my list if I ever get isekai and get a chance to rewrite the universe and making you not watch Chainsaw Man. Then you'll get me to watch Eminence in Shadow and Magi and Oshi no Ko and all the other anime. And I think I don't know. I kind of want to watch anime. I've been in a state of perpetual burnout for maybe, I don't know, maybe 6 months. I've just not been feeling anything. Well, that's not true. I've been feeling it, but just sometimes I just go, not it. I will say though, playing Zanki has been very fun, and as much as I don't want to go to this new level, ooh, look at that ping. As much as I don't want to continue playing because I hate the hospital, anime Discord streams whenever I decide and have time, that's when. I have really enjoyed playing Zanki. I think Zanki was really good for me mentally streaming. I think it's been a very good thing for me to do. It's very structured, I have clear goals, and I think that it's been very good to try and keep like a regular like, here I stream Zanki, streaming Zanki, streaming Zanki. It's been very good. Although now that Genshin isn't lagging as much, I might play more Genshin. But no, I don't know. I've just been in kind of this kind of period. I was in Bonus Neon the other day with Kawa, just fighting blights in Breath of the Wild, and that was pretty fun. I do want to also continue World End Syndrome. World End Syndrome, that's a blast from the past. World's End Club. World's End Syndrome is very nice. And I kind of want to play Seabed again. I just kind of want to play games I've played before. But I won't. I'm not going to stream Seabed again. Breath of the Wild 2 might give you a revival. I honestly think Fantasy Life I, The Girl Who Steals Time, is going to be a bigger boost than Tears of the Kingdom, if I'm being completely honest. Like, I'm all in it for Tears of the Kingdom story, but I just love Fantasy Life so much. I've been wanting Fantasy Life on the Switch for so long. Even if it was just a port. Even if it was just a port of the 3DS game with everything exactly the same, just with updated graphics that they had for the mobile game. Even if it was the exact same game. I love Fantasy Life so much. For whatever reason. It's kind of like Yanfei. I really like Yanfei. And I really did not like Yanfei. But I don't know, something with Fantasy Life just clicked with me. I saw it, and I was just like, this is it. This is the game. And it was the game. It is definitely the game. Anyway, we've claimed our third Twitch drop, so I have no excuse for continuing the stream unless I want to stream for another hour, which I won't. So, with Kokomi here... Oh, it booped around the nose. That's cute. I think I'm gonna go not watch Oshi no Ko, and I think I am instead gonna go take a shower, because I am melting in here. And then I think I'm gonna go read some manhwa. The other thing I will say that's kind of killed the stream for me today is I have been annihilated by all the flowers and trees and stuff blooming. And it's like, it's real bad. It's real bad. By the time like 11 o'clock rolls around, I've already got a headache from all like the pollen and like just my allergies. So I'm probably gonna go take some of that, you know, take an allergy pill, get some nose spray, and just like take a shower, empty out the sinuses with that nice steam, and eat, and then just chill, because I'm just not feeling it, I say, as I've been very energetic through various parts of the stream. And you might think to yourself, Neon, why did you stream at all if you don't feel good? And I say, because I said I was going to stream yesterday, and then I forgot that today was today, and I thought today was tomorrow yesterday. But with that being said, thank you all for watching. this secondary test. I think going forward, I'm going to abandon this dual PC setup. I found it to be, well, very... Oh, I am fully frozen. Hello? Have I been frozen this entire time? That's not very cool. Hello? 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 You good? You good, bro? I don't think he's good. He's frozen. Hello, Dawn. I feel like I'm in a time loop. I feel like I'm in some sort of strange, bizarre, alternate reality where I'm on like a different timeline from everybody else. I felt this. Oh, there we go. I felt this way yesterday too. When I just like was losing it in the test stream yesterday. I was gonna say I'm in a very fragile state of mind, but I'm really not. I'm perfectly fine. And I do want to stream. I really enjoy streaming. As much as I was talking about like just waking up and being like, I just don't want to stream today. And I do feel like that sometimes. I really do enjoy it. And most of the time, a lot of the streams that have happened, especially like recently, and especially a lot of the Zanky streams, I've started streaming not wanting to stream at all, but still being like, I have to stream. We have to make progress. Or I have to stream. I haven't streamed at all this week. And when I start streaming, I do really enjoy it. But no, it can kind of get hard to be motivated all the time. And I ironically think that's because I don't stream all the time. I think it's because I stream infrequently. Like, I never really felt burnout when I was streaming like 6 days a week. Like during the summer, when right at the start, when I was just streaming like every single day. I think I had one point, maybe like a month and a half in, where I just wasn't feeling it, and I took like a short break. And I remember that, yeah. Old Neon went hard on the content. Old Neon also only streamed for like an hour and a half or like 2 hours at a time. So you're getting kind of the same amount of content as you were later on when I was streaming like 3 days a week or 4 days a week. Because I was streaming for like 3 to 4 hours or longer. Case in point, this stream is 3.5 hours. I think it's also my streamer endurance. At the start, I couldn't stream for more than like an hour or an hour. Like 2 hours was pushing it. I could not stream longer than that. Even when I wasn't talking. But that was only like 3 streams. I was just mentally defeated. Nowadays, however, feeling pretty good. Mental endurance. I don't know. I feel like streaming, I can talk. I can just do it. Sometimes I can't when I'm just really not feeling it. But most of the time I can be like, yeah, here we go. Must be the influence of realizing that I have cameras in your house. I mean, what? I don't think that's possible. There have been plenty of times when I've been shocked that you've known something. There have been plenty of times where you've gotten great coincidences on things. Maybe more than might be statistically likely. But it's stuff like, you're gonna get a good artifact, and then I get a good artifact. And the other stuff is not, it's like cold read stuff, right? Like when you know what time zone I'm in, and when you see me playing Genshin at like 2 a.m. in the morning, it's not hard to be like, Neon, you should go sleep. High luck stat. Exactly. Makoto Naegi out here. Or I guess Nagito? Makoto just says good luck disguised as bad luck. Nagito just says really good luck and really bad luck. Anyway, I will say, before we end the stream, I do want to play Danganronpa. Kagano is based on me. I do want to play Danganronpa. I really do. I also want to play Three Houses. So maybe in the future when I just start variety streaming and don't have any consistent theme, is there interest in watching me play Three Houses or Danganronpa? Seeing as I have played both of them before. It's been a while since I played Danganronpa. It's been a while since I played Three Houses too. But is there interest in watching me play Three Houses? I'd much rather play Three Houses than on stream than Engage or Hopes, just because I want to enjoy those on my own time. But is there interest in watching me play other games on the Switch? I'd watch Three Houses. I might play Three Houses. I currently have a maddening run that I'm trying to do to get the fancy lock screen to see what expert decisions you make. Oh man, if there's one thing I am not, it's a Three Houses expert, but I know a thing or two. I could do maddening. I could stream maddening and then mauled when it doesn't work. I could do that. That's valid. I am doing a sort of meta. It's been a while since I've checked out Three Houses meta, so I'm running off of like old 2021 meta stuff. But it might be interesting to watch me lose my mind playing maddening. He's so good he's gonna encounter new endings. It's perfect too because I think I'm literally on like the first actual. I think I might be on like the first or second fight in the game. So you wouldn't be missing anything, but I could restart. It doesn't matter. I'm maybe like 2 hours into the game, so I could just make a new save file. I'll tell you right now, if I do maddening, unless I decide that I want to be a crazy person, straight up, it's gonna be female Byleth and the Blue Lions. That's just how it is. Female Byleth, objectively better than male Byleth because you get access to Pegasus Knight at level 10. Also, if you're out of house, you can recruit Sylvain for free. You don't need to restart. I probably will. It's not that far. It's literally the tutorial battle, and I think it's literally the tutorial battle at the very beginning, the mock battle, and the first mission assignment. It's like nothing. It's nothing. Plus, I have time to like redo characters and get back into playing Three Houses and how maddening works. I probably will, just to make it clean. I think I named Byleth Genie after Genie Tirado, voice actor. But no, it'll be female Byleth, Blue Lions. Blue Lions is the best house for maddening, if I remember correctly, because Dedu is an absolute unit. And also, Freelance of Ruin. Dimitri's got disgusting strength growths. Ignatz does have a slight lead over Ash because he does get hit plus 20 as a personal skill, which is much more useful in maddening. But Dedu is an absolute unit, and Felix has cheeky doubles and crest procs. And I will also be playing on casual. To get the achievement, to get the special login thing, all you need to do is beat it on maddening. It does not have to be in classic mode. I'm not going to play it on classic mode. I'm playing it on casual mode. I'll say that right now. I am not going to be playing maddening mode on classic. Not what I'm going to do. It's not my idea of a good time. But no, I look forward to Three Houses. That'll probably be really fun. It'll be like Triangle Strategy, except unlike Triangle Strategy, I understand how Three Houses work and I can do the math. I can do the monster math. And with that being said... Also, throwing system is working now, or I have it working right now. Nobody has used it, but I tested it and it is working. And you can use it now, but you won't see anything because my model isn't on screen. I'm gonna delete the Discord Nodi test thing. It's not important. I'm gonna probably take a shower later after I eat, but I'm gonna go take some allergy medicine, eat some food, and probably read some manhwa and not watch Oshi no Ko. So, With all that being said, I'm just gonna end this stream. Thank you all for watching. I will be back tomorrow with... I say that after I went on that whole thing of why I don't want to stream. I will be back tomorrow with probably Zanky 0. Most likely Zanky. As much as I hate the hospital, we gotta do it. We gotta do it. We have to progress. We're so close to the end of the game. And these last 2 parts of the game are my least favorite. They are so hard. And there are some just really unfair parts of the game. And I am all for dying over and over and over again. I might even take everybody, like empty everyone's inventories and just have them die to traps so we can get the Shigabane. There are just some not fun parts. There's a binary maze puzzle where you have to flip a bunch of different switches in a maze, and the correct combination is based off of binary numbers on the walls. It is not fun. Anyway, stop streaming. Are you sure you want to stop the stream? Yes, I am, OBS. I will see you all tomorrow.